Oh my gosh, it's a Halloween special. Look at this. Cold open. Hello, it's me, Ike. I'm the DM. Wow. But this game is called a Dead Man's Party. Wink wonk.
Well,
And
Yeah.
going from the top to the bottom of the chat, we're gonna first introduce our players and who they're playing as, and what is their costume if they're deciding to wear a costume to Ollie's Halloween event.
Well, I'm Bobbins. I'm going to be playing Seven, and he is going to be showing up in a angel costume that he's secretly very proud of, but won't try to draw attention to.
beloved.
Aw.
I'm DarkMaster. I'm gonna be playing as Azure. She is not going to be wearing a costume, but her default outfit is that of like a cowboy, so character-wise, she basically doesn't know what costume parties are, so.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's an opportunity to learn. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wonderful
Ah.
and also valid, and also prime for comedy of other people saying nice costume and you're not wearing one.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, hello, it's yours truly, Carmichael, also known as Mikey, and today I shall be playing Roguefort, the Dinner Fairy, who shall be dressed as Lady Eboshi from Princess Mononoke.
And finally, hello! My name is Winona, and today I'll be playing the little boy Mad Lad, who is dressed up as the engineer, basically. He's dressed up as a cowboy.
Beloved.
He loves his films. So of course he's gonna dress up as him.
Please
Because
tell me.
why not?
Tell me to show
Okay.
that to Modman, by the way. I just wanna, just at some point tell me you're gonna show them, please.
Okay. Before we start the thing, I just want to say, if I was gonna have Azure actually dress up, it was gonna be as the engineer too.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god, they're twinning. That's the most precious thing I've ever seen.
Well, one of us has to
I mean,
change.
technically they already are twinning, but
Yeah. They say Mad Lad looks. He's like, well, one of us has to change now.
Ah. But DM.
But yes, it is Halloween time, of course, at the treehouse for Egad, and it was very much overheard throughout the treehouse for at least weeks now that Ollie has been wanting to plan this party, because apparently he hasn't hosted anything in a very long time, and having talked to Thad about it, quite openly for that matter, he agreed to go through with it if he made sure to lock away majority of his collection inside the manor.
Look,
Yeah.
a little
Just for
spring-
safety's sake.
A little spring cleaning doesn't
Yeah.
hurt, especially if it's cursed spring cleaning.
Yeah.
So reluctantly, Ollie agreed to that. Because
Actually,
hey, Egad kind of deserves to have at least a little bit of fun, right?
Yeah.
that does remind me. Is the party taking place at the treehouse or the manor? Because you mentioned
It is in the manor.
Okay, I was confused for a moment. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, we are not doing stuff in the treehouse today, but we are in the manor. Which Ollie had to take weeks and weeks to make sure everything was cleaned up, make sure any item that was considered deathly or lethal to any other toons and non-toons alike are finally put away somewhere else that is out of sight, out of mind.
That's fair and valid.
But hey, it's Halloween time, and yeah, the manor is probably the best thing that you could go with for Halloween. It's, well, it honestly already kind of looks like a haunted mansion, right?
Yes.
And
I mean,
assuming that we're already in the party, it's up to you guys where you want to go, what you're going to do for this little bit of the party. Because, hey, it's only just begun. The night is still young, and, well, there's a lot of snacks and food. Ollie has, like, a little bar area just for all different kinds of drinks and snacks. A whole area just for dancing, even? Heck, he even left a couple of his items out, but only the ones that he knows are safe.
Yeah. If anyone wants, they can make a perception check because Mad
Yeah,
Lad.
you can do that.
Because Mad Lad brought one extra to this party.
Oh no! Please don't tell me it's red. Please don't tell me it's red. We were just talking about training them indoors. Please don't tell me it's red. Roguefort will be sad.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Let's see.
Turn 23.
Yeah.
If anyone else wants to roll, you're welcome to.
Forgot how to roll with this bot.
It's
Yes.
it's
They tried to streamline it.
Yeah, exclamation point, roll, then 1d20, then plus whatever modifier like this.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
And for our audience, nothing has happened yet, though I have rolled a perception check for a specific little boy bringing a +1 to a party.
Yeah.
Glances at said little boy.
Yeah. And yes, that little boy has brought said bug into the party. Say, though, Red does look a lot calmer. Saying they're also wearing a little, like, there's like a cowboy saddle on them. Like, it's a really fancy, like, dress up one, not like for actual use. And also, they have little horns, like they're a cow.
Aww. So, for context for Roguefort, I suppose I should say where he is. He recently just exited one of the small rooms following another party goer after an emotional little conversation with them. So, Otto, of course, returns to the party, as does Roguefort with his, just with his costume slightly cleaned up, and the dinner critters returned under his robes going ethereal. It didn't nearly accidentally have violence. It didn't have to have an emotional conversation. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's good. It's cool. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But as he's putting the magical glamour back up, because Roguefort's usual face does not really fit Lady Eboshi, so you gotta make the face look a little prettier, otherwise people are gonna question why Lady Eboshi has googly eyes and no mouth. But
not that anybody's gonna point it out.
The eyes move over, and for a moment they almost do go googly again, because Mad Lad is a normal enough sight, and he's a cowboy. Oh. And immediately sees Red. But then sees that Red is calmer, and due to the fact that Roguefort, for once, has been invited to the party as a guest, and not as a guard or a spy, he wants to enjoy time as a guest. So he is just going to... He's going to pretend he didn't see it, is what he's doing this time. Normally, he would be the one to try and intervene, but this is one of the only times he has been invited to a party as a guest, and he would like to enjoy his time, so he is just, I do not see it. I do not see it. He is just moving into the party, just trying to look for food to have or drinks to drink, just something. Actually, can I see what drinks are available? Because, yeah.
Oh wait, which things are available? Hold up.
Great. I would like to know what drinks are available. Aside from Giggly Juice and Jiggly Juice.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's still going. Essentially, there's pretty much any kind of soda you can imagine in Ollie's house. He's come prepared. When he decides to host a party, he makes sure there is an option for everybody.
Ooh, okay, so question. Does he have root beer floats?
Oh, of course he does.
Roguefort is beelining for the root beer floats.
Yeah.
Just immediately ascends upon the table just to get himself a tall root beer float and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Funny enough, you go up to the table, which is actually more so the bar, the little bar section of Ollie's house, which he uses just usually to invite people over, have a drink, that sort of thing. Sort of like a quote-unquote man cave for some people. Shrugs.
Fair.
It's his hangout area.
Uh-huh.
And, you can see him give a little smile and a wave as he basically leans over to be like, hey, what kind of drink you want?
And, Roguefort, he actually is just immediately so quick, he says the order in Sylvan on accident. Then pauses, and, he's gonna try and say the order in the correct language, but let me roll to see if he's a little too excited about root beer to actually say the correct one. Let me roll him a D.
Oh yeah, go for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other languages aside from common, so I have to roll him a D6. That is not common. That is Sylvan again, as he tries to make the same order, twice. So again, with Felix, 1d5. You. This time it's an undercommon, and he kind of just stands there looking at himself for a moment.
Close.
Takes a-
Roguefort, you say it in undercommon, and Ollie actually gives you a nod. Turns to the side and begins making your drink and hands it over.
You can actually see just slightly under the costume, even though there's a magical glamour for the face, there's the slight perk of pointed ears, and just that little floaty exclamation point of ding! Oh! A language recognized! And he's just immediately relaxed after that and just waits politely for the root beer float.
Yeah, he
Aw.
hands it over. There you go.
Let's see. What
And
is
he just
Mad Lad?
He gives a calm smile and gets back to just cleaning another cup for in the meantime.
Oh my god.
Takes his float and just enjoys himself.
Oh my god. See, I just rolled I rolled a D4 and like halving it to make it a D3 to see where Mad Lad would go. 1 was the bar, 2 was the dance floor, and 3 was the snacks. I got the bar.
Okay, well, Mad Lad, you probably have overheard about that there's being root beer floats at this bar.
Yeah,
You
Mad
know,
Lad.
as any kid, anything sugar is usually like the best thing you could possibly get, so.
Yeah, Mad Lad goes over and like he's sitting upon red, so he can actually like see above the counter. He's like, "I'll have the strongest thing you have."
Ollie just pauses as he hears that and takes a minute to process that.
Mad Lad's just
Roguefort
smiling.
Roguefort also turns and just stares, though. Considering how nice the costume is, actually, Winona, would you roll an insight to see if you recognize Roguefort?
Yeah.
Also, don't mind me rolling something real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You
we-
say that, and Ollie brings you just a plain glass of water.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Nah, I'm pretty sure 11 won't cut it for Roguefort. But Mad Lad's just like, I meant sugar. Like, give me the sugariest drink that you have.
Considering it is a enticing Halloween party, perhaps water would be best for one so small and energetic as yourself. Oui? And you hear Roguefort's voice coming out of the nice Lady Aboshi costume.
Mad Lad looks at this. It's just like, he's like, dot, dot, dot. And he just looks very confused. But let's see if, let's roll a wisdom to see if he's like, wait. Now that he's heard the voice. Still a +1, but we'll see.
Please be a nat 1, I'm begging. I'm begging. I'm begging. Give me the bit. Give me the bit.
No.
That is somehow 1 point worse. No recognition. Just this lovely Lady Aboshi cosplayer with a French-sounding accent has just told you maybe you should just stick to water.
But this is a
While
party.
holding a root beer float.
No, this is a party. You're supposed to have fun at parties. I want to have lots of fun. So I want to get the good drinks.
Yeah, okay. Well, Ollie, he nods and goes, okay. And begins to go ahead, looks around, finds basically the same drink as what Roguefort got, and hands it over.
Yeah.
It's a
Mad
nice little root beer float.
Yeah. Mad Lad just takes the root beer float and starts drinking it.
Roguefort considers warning Mad Lad about brain freeze, but you know what? We're just gonna let the lad suffer the consequences of his actions. What's everyone else doing at the party?
Yeah, where's everyone else? Let's see.
Well, Azure is over by the snacks, just kind of keeping to herself. Not really a sociable person. She is a little confused though, because she keeps getting comments about her outfit being a great costume, even though she's not in costume, so it very much confuses her.
Oh. And where is Seven during this?
So, question. Is there a high vantage point in this party area?
Oh, not in this particular area. It's pretty flat, essentially. It's kind of like a little museum-esque area, if I had to describe what the area is like on this floor. But there are higher advantage points in other parts of the house. But most of this party's been pretty much held over here, though.
And I was also going to say, the info that I was given for the FPS I held before the party was, it's on the sort of top floor of the house, right?
Yep, it's on the very top floor of the house. So there is a balcony to look outside at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So my idea was going to be that Seven might be trying to like get a view of the party, but instead, what he's gonna do is sort of nervously patrol. Seven's under the delusion that this is a guard job. It is not. He's just part of EGA.
I pat Seven and know that if Roguefort knew, there would just be a pensive handshake.
Yeah.
He's slowly realizing as he walks around in his costume he spent a full week on, and everybody's partying and drinking and having a good time, that they may not need a guard. And he's not used to that, so he's just kind of walking back and forth. I do think he'd hit up the snack table, and if there's pretzels, he's just trying to eat the whole bowl.
Oh, there is absolutely a huge bowl of pretzels. There is every snack you can imagine at a Halloween party. Especially when it's held by Ollie, nonetheless.
Good.
Yes.
More pretzels in the world.
It's all being emptied into the screen of a toon who doesn't look like they should be able to eat. But you know what? They ate all of them if they could.
I mean, it could be a gag at endless bowl of pretzels.
He lies on the floor defeated, covered in pretzels.
It's not even that far into the party, Seven.
He's in the Family Guy pose, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, you said that, but now you realize what's in...
on the floor.
You say that, and since you invoked that, you have to draw that. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've drawn him in that pose several times. I've got to do it again.
Oh my gosh.
Surrounded by pretzel dust and broken dreams.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so
You
instead
just
of
see this TV man on the floor. You could just see like Thad walk over and kind of like poke him gently with his foot and just kind of goes, "Is he okay?"
I haven't junked out in months. Give me a second.
I actually need to roll a charisma save for Roguefort, but not for a bad reason. Don't get it twisted. It's not for a bad reason.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what you roll.
I'm so sad that makes it. I'm so sad that he manages to conceal the snort that he would have started to laugh with upon seeing that, and just maintains his composure while perusing the party and just continuing to just slowly but surely drain the root beer float.
Yeah,
It is just going down in level.
Yeah, Mad Lad looks at this and he's like, dang, it's already getting really, dang. Is it late? Mad Lad looks at the clock, he's like, it's not supposed to get that crazy yet.
Is that still, like, behind Seven?
Yes.
Okay, so Seven's gonna roll over, look him
Oh my gosh.
just dead in the eye, grab his pant leg, and go, I thought I was on a guard job for months. For months. I even went to a bookstore. I barely know how to read.
Damn.
Thad just tilts his head and he doesn't know how to respond. He just begins to inch away from this conversation.
Roguefort just shrugs and goes, if you think this party is crazy, you will not last in the fairy party. Just saying. Takes another long sip of his root beer and just walks right on away.
You know, Mad Lad's gonna make another wisdom. Let's see if he can finally get the brain cell.
Did Roguefort say that out loud?
Yeah, by the way, I believe it's an insight check to try to identify if that Lady Eboshi costumer is Roguefort.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
trying.
goodness.
He is trying.
Oh my... I don't know
Yeah! Mad
if...
Lad.
Oh, +6.
Yeah, you finally realize it.
Mad Lad points. Roguefort!
He just gives a wave and continues drinking. That is it. He has stopped Here's the thing, he is not used to relaxing at a party, so his definition of relaxing is tuning everything out and just vibing. He's so
Well,
used
as you guys are relaxing,
Oh no.
might I ask everybody to do a perception check for me?
Will do.
No.
But Mad Lad
I
does.
had to say it.
Yeah,
I had
but-
to say
Yeah,
it.
Mad Lad does say, "Love the costume." He calls out.
You see a little black liquor thumb go up before it goes right back into looking like a normal hand.
7 is this close to throwing pretzels, but you know what? He's gonna be the better tune here.
Oh, it's a 19. Nice.
Excuse
What
me,
is?
sorry for the burp.
Did you say perception?
Yep.
Yep, perception.
Also, I was typing something out to Ike real quick, so I'll type it out to you, Ike, and then I'll roll perception, alright?
Yee.
I'm sorry, I'm still not used to this.
It's okay. After a while, you kind of get used to it. It's like I'm still used to using like how the old bot would use it anyway, so.
Yeah, understandable.
No, this is like only my second game in this service, so like.
You. Roguefort, buddy. Okay, I guess it makes sense because he's chilling out. You know, he is not used to being able to vibe. He's so used to being on a high alert that for once, when he's finally told
Mhm.
you can relax, just please relax. Stop being on high alert all the time. It's like, he interprets that as just saying, oh, finally, just let down almost every single guard and just chill. Almost, I say. He's not that stupid, but almost. Just he just wants to vibe for once. He's not normally allowed to.
Ooh, nice roll.
Ooh, yeah.
Lord.
Good roll.
Yeah.
Good roll. Good roll.
So, Mad Lad and Azure, you both notice that when you look back towards the bar where Ollie is, well, he's not there. Suddenly. You don't remember him walking away.
Bad Lad does dot peck. He immediately starts looking for Ollie.
Do you want me to do it? Would you like to do an investigation check for that then?
Yes, I would. I would love to do an investigation.
And what was Azure going to do with the info?
Oh,
Nat 20.
that's 20.
Ooh. Your eyes do perceive.
But DarkMaster, what did you do?
Hey, what did you want to say?
I said was also gonna go look for Ollie, but
You know what? I'm gonna count
I
that
think-
you both successfully did it because of that roll.
yeah, because I think once he realizes this kid probably knows the place better than she does, he's just gonna follow the kid.
You
Great
know,
minds
in
think
a
alike
world
and
of
dress
tunes.
alike. Eh.
Yeah, yeah. And honestly, in a world of tunes, it's not a half bad idea.
Yeah, you were on it, Mad Lad. You're just like, okay, I do not remember Ollie walking past me. What? That was like the one way for him to get out of like the little bar area. What? Where did he go? You kind of take a little walk down into like the party mating area where people get to dance, all that kind of thing. And you see him just begin to talk with some other people for a bit. You know, as he usually does. Oh, there he is.
My lad just sighs in relief. He's like, all right. He thinks, all right. Nothing crazy yet. They say, no, they say, it was just, they say, he just escaped me without me noticing. They say, this is fine.
Listen, you probably need a GPS on that old man.
Yeah, it's just like cat. It's just treat him like Captain Cuttlefish. Put a tracking device on him. Just
Yeah.
In case.
Just in case.
Thinking.
Now I'm sad Ollie didn't go dressed as Captain Cuttlefish. That would have been a funny costume.
That would have been. It would be.
Please.
No, he's
so
actually
sad.
dressed quite dapper for tonight,
Aw.
surprisingly.
Aw.
Him and Thad admittedly have matching outfits.
Aw,
Oh,
it's adorable.
Good.
They just look
Yeah.
very formal, but they kind of look like they would fit as little, well, ghosts, I guess.
Aw.
They definitely dressed like the undead to some extent. They seem pretty happy with that.
Adorable.
It is.
But yeah, you see Ollie, he's been definitely seems to be chatting with somebody, but if you guys want to do another perception check.
I mean, I will. All right.
Of all times for Roguefort to not be actively on the lookout for threats anymore and just trying to chill.
Can I possibly get advantage with that nat 20?
Yeah, Azure's gonna roll as well.
If you guys heard anything
That's
weird, my
12.
cat was head bumping my phone.
Oh, that's alright.
Kitty.
You're good.
Of course,
Ooh.
Mad Lab would get a low roll.
That lad's just
Oh my
man, like,
goodness, yeah.
we saw him in relief and just went, okay, time to let my guard down.
Yeah.
Take her out? Oh, you go for a little bit of a walk or no? Yeah, before it rains?
Context for the audience, by the way, Ike is
You're lucky.
dog sitting, hence the dog.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have another grumpy dog on your hands.
You should
But I
see
think
the
also
photo.
on this note, it might be good to actually take a little break so then we can get some food.
All
and
right,
we
sounds
can
good.
continue on with
Yeah,
our
yeah.
little adventure.
All right.
It's only been half an hour, but okay. All right. I mean,
Oh
I have
yeah, but
food.
dinner is also here, so
Fair
Okay,
enough.
well,
Fair. Valid.
I have my
I will be
pizza,
right
so
back. We'll give it like what 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds
Let's
good.
go.
I'm back at least. Hey, Dark.
Eh.
Hello, I return.
Hello,
Yay.
Mike.
I was watching just a slight bit of Scooby-Topia while I was just waiting.
Fair enough.
Managed to actually get the crust off of the second pizza.
Nice, nice.
I assume the recording's paused at the moment.
Ah, yes, that's what I forgot to do. Oh well.
Oh, cool. Well, at least the audience knows I had the crust first. That's a dorky little detail. We got Pizza Hut stuffed crust pizza, which is we got it because nice little fact. I believe this is the specific type of stuffed crust pizza that doesn't actually have soy lecithin in it, so I should be okay with it.
Well, that's good. Also, understandable if you eat the crust when it's stuffed crust, because
Yeah.
just like that is the good part.
Look, listen, I don't know what the difference is, but for some reason they just use like a better cheese texture or flavor in the crust than they do on the normal pizza. Like the normal pizza is still good, mind you, but like the crust is really good. It is like stupidly good. I don't get what they do with it.
Yeah, I like getting the thin crusts like myself for Pizza Hut. I don't know why. See, their stuffed crust is good, but I don't know. I just like their thin crust pizza a lot.
Yeah, you're valid. I'm just glad I actually have a pizza that doesn't have soy lecithin in it. But also, thin crust has that lovely, satisfying snap to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's sort of
That-
why I like it too.
Yeah, it's part of the appeal. It's the same thing as having like. For some reason, I think they changed where the Lay's potato chips, or like I think these cauldron-based potato chips were made, because they used to be a very thin, satisfying consistency to snap and just vacuum down your mouth in
Uh-huh.
handfuls. But while they're still good, the crunch got a little thicker than it usually is, which I believe Mom said was because they were making it at a different factory than usual, and just it was still a good chip, but like it wasn't exactly the same satisfying snap, you know? It wasn't the same crumbly, crunchy snip snap.
You know, I never realized it until you pointed it out. You're right.
Yeah. Like it's specifically the they're in the bag with like the cauldron on it, the red and white, those chips.
Yeah. Huh.
And like it's a recent change. It was like within this year, cuz it was still the satisfying snappiness earlier on in the year and even last year, but at some point they must have changed location for some reason because the crunch changed. It still had the same seasoning and it was still presumably the same type of potato and it still tasted good. In the back of my mind I was just like, but where's the satisfaction? Where's the crunch?
You're right, and I just didn't realize it until you actually pointed it out.
Yeah, because like it's such an easy detail to miss, isn't it?
It is. Very much so.
Oh, it actually looks like we're getting rain according to the little weather forecast. Nice! Perfect thematically speaking. Nice, 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 nice.
Nice. I'm supposed to get rain tomorrow. But it's also supposed to stay around 73, which, I mean, okay, it's supposed to be fall, people. Heck, it's almost Halloween.
Yeah,
Honestly,
we have a chance of rain down here too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just rain for all of us.
Honestly, autumn rain and spring rain are some of the nicest ones, purely on the factor of just. I don't know, it's either something about the smell of the air or the feeling in the air, like temperature wise. It's good.
Oh, no, yeah, I agree.
I don't tell you.
Oh, yeah, the smell of the air definitely is very nice.
Because actually, I think there's sort of a difference between summer rain, which is like, it still is cool, but it has. My words are about to sound nonsensical. It feels more humid and muggy in the summer when it's raining.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, because of the heat.
Mm-hmm.
but it's a refreshing kind of cool in the autumn and in the spring, especially in the spring before everything blooms. Like, ooh, that's so crisp. It's like you opened a can of Sprite or ginger ale. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is.
But autumn rain is also just a nice break, and also just like rain and autumn colors just seem to go together. Like the sun is good, the sun is pretty, but like for some reason all those reds, orange, and yellows go very well with the gray.
Yeah. I also just like it just being a time just to be inside. It feels like it's starting it's the weather is like telling you to start hunkering down and stuff inside and just have a good hot drink or something that just to relax you in the evenings.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Also because it's perfect weather to be able to wear a sweater.
Yeah, sweater weather.
Sweater weather. Also, welcome back, I believe, Bobbins and Ike.
Bobbins, they haven't unmuted for me.
Oh. Well,
They
I
did
saw...
leave at some point, but I think they remuted.
Ah. I didn't catch it.
And also, hi, Dark. Welcome back.
Hi.
Now, I'm not having both slices immediately. I had the crust on the second one, but I'm kind of waiting for it to settle in my stomach before I finish the slice. Because even though it shouldn't have soy lecithin in it, it still is the matter of I have to let the cheese settle.
Understandable.
Because if I try to shove it all in at once, my stomach's just gonna be hurgity-gurgity later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were the words that just came out of my mouth?
Yeah, unfortunately, you're fortunate because my husband does not have that luxury. He's allergic to barbecue and there is no substitute.
Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Like, my allergy deprives me of a lot, but barbecue? Barbecue? Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry. If you find your husband, give him a pat on the back and tell him it's sympathy from me. Oh, buddy.
Yeah. We given up finding out what the hell that he's actually allergic to and we just sort of just adjust. It's like, well, he just can't have it.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, hey, he could always have the meat outside of barbecue. There's
True.
a way to make ribs. There's a way to make bacon. There's a way to make... I don't know who would make barbecue bacon, actually, now that I think about it. That might be combining too many good things together to make something that might
I think
not
you're
be
trying to
good.
think of I think you're trying to think of pulled pork.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
why did you have to
Also,
speak it
hello.
in
I guess dinner isn't here yet, but that's okay because it will be in a bit.
It's alright.
So,
Yeah.
let's continue.
But now that
say-
you've mentioned...
So where were we? Who did the roll? Oh, yes. So between the two of you, is there... You may not know Ollie probably as much, because, it's probably the first time that you've gotten to see him out and about, and not, having to deal with missions and work and everything at the treehouse.
Hang on a moment. Did we start the recording again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure, and as
You're
Bobbins
fine,
back
you're
up,
fine.
Yeah.
Bobbins is eating chips. Okay, so... Understood. Proceed. Sorry, just wanted to...
Yeah, Azure, you noticed that Ollie is interacting with some other guests and everything, making sure everything's all good to go. But the one thing that you notice that seems a little off is, for once, Ollie doesn't have a notebook in hand. And usually, if anybody knows anything about Ollie, usually he likes using the book to write in. At least for time being, until he finds some other more easy way to go about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, isn't that because he's?
Yeah.
Oh. So wait, with what Mad Lad is seeing, because we
Well,
know
rather,
all
Azure is seeing.
Yeah, Mad Lad doesn't
Mad Lad
see
doesn't
it.
suspect it.
Yep.
So with what Azure is seeing, would they know that Ollie's a mute? Is what they're saying like Ollie talking without the notebook?
I would say.
Oh yeah,
no.
like everybody knows that Ollie can only talk when, having to write or trying to gesture it out. But there he well, it's kind of hard to tell, but he's definitely not using a notebook to talk.
I glance at Azure, knowing that Roguefort's nowhere near the situation. So Azure, what do you do with that info?
What do you do with that info?
Well, in character with Azure, she would most likely get someone who's more familiar with Ollie, because she is still fairly new. She doesn't know too much about him.
Yeah.
So,
And say then by that logic, Mad Lad would be the closest person to you.
Yeah, Roguefort is just chilling in the party, having his root beer float, trying not to suffer from costume anxiety.
Seven's on the floor.
Seven's on the floor, recovering from a pretzel food coma.
yeah, so you'd probably say Mad Lad. I may be wrong on this, but isn't he supposed to have a notebook with him?
Huh? Mad Lad looks over and sees Ollie without the notebook, apparently talking, and he's like, yeah, he's supposed to. And Mad Lad goes to a hush whisper. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's one of his things, but I'm gonna scope things out. You stay a little bit ways away and be backup. And Mad Lad is gonna just stroll casually over to Ollie.
Okay.
And he like takes a sip of his root beer. He's like, you did a great job with this root beer, Mr. Ollie.
He kind of pauses. He looks over, gives a smile, and gives a little nod.
Is he talking to anyone in particular, or is he just talking to someone?
It's a handful of different guests. Likely EGAD members that don't come nearly as often.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably nice to just say hello to some other people.
Yeah. Mad Lad takes a sip. I'm thinking maybe trying another drink after this. What other drinks would you recommend?
You see him pause for a minute, thinks quietly for a minute. And he goes, well, I believe some water would be fine to wash that doll down, right?
Mad Lad smirks. Yeah, water would be great to wash it down. And he is gonna get a little closer, and he's gonna try to he's gonna get a little closer to Ollie. He's just like,
Oh no.
He's
Oh,
just
no.
like, but I think you maybe forgot something at the bar.
He just tilts his head. Confused?
Azure is gonna start walking a little closer just in case something happens.
Hey, I'm curious, what's happening with the rest of the party at the moment since Roguefort hasn't reunited in a hot minute? Is the party still good?
Oh yeah, no, the party's still good. Everybody's still having a good time.
Seven still on the floor?
He's actually getting up and kind of dusting himself off a bit. I was thinking maybe the way to get him to the rest of the party
Yeah,
was to
Mad
have him
Lad
try to
is.
find Ollie,
You know,
cry.
Mad Lad is gonna do something. He's gonna try to roll stealth for something as he gets closer
Okay.
to this Ollie.
Oh no. Okay. Of all times for Roguefort to be separated from the party. Of all times for Roguefort to be separated from the party.
It's not stealthy as Mad Lad takes out from one of his holsters a pistol and tries to be sneaky as he points towards the back of Ollie. Why don't you get that glass of water for me?
Yeah, about that, the closer you get, and as you're holding that gun, you can tell that there's definitely a smile coming from Ollie, and there's a look in his eyes that definitely doesn't sit right.
Or would you prefer to take a walk?
Take a walk? The party's only just begun.
Yeah, but there's a nice
And
balcony.
mind you, he says this.
Yeah, and that lad is just like smiles.
And that doesn't sound like Ollie at all.
Oh yeah, the Mad Lad smiles just like, I know, but there's a nice balcony outside we can look out from. Maybe you can show me some different places.
Please don't put the small child at a balcony where someone can Ernesto de la Cruz toss him. Please don't put him at a balcony where someone can Ernesto de la Cruz toss him. Please.
Mad Lad, can you do a wisdom saving throw for me?
I knew the Kill Bill sirens were justified. I knew the Kill Bill sirens were justified.
Huh? Why didn't it? Ah, damn it.
Buddy.
Mad Lad, the minute that you begin to hear more from this guy, you realize this probably isn't quite Ollie.
Yeah.
And you can feel a shiver go down your spine. You can hardly move. You are frightened. This isn't our old man. What happened to him?
Yeah, Mad Lad knows that he's trying not to make a scene, as he usually does, because this is a party. But at the same time, he's just realizing, oh, this is not Ollie in the least bit. But yet, he doesn't have any, he's just like, scared.
I believe with the frightened effect, you also can't move toward the target that you're afraid of.
Yeah.
And if you do make the movement, you can only move away from it.
Yeah, that's part of the frightened. I can only move away from it, I can't get closer.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, Ollie's going to be taking steps forward.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah. Yeah, Mad Lad, like, backs up with his like, he's been toting around cowboy pistols, but one of them's real, one of them isn't, and I'm not very sure if this person could distinguish which one he has in his hand. You could assume which one he has in his hand, and you're right, but I'm not very sure if this person would know.
Please.
You are looking at Ollie's eyes. They are a very bright blue, which is not like him at all. Very intense stare, mind you.
Don't shoot Grandpa. Oh God, don't shoot
And
Grandpa.
frankly, basing on the expression on his face, he doesn't really seem to care either way.
Oh no.
Hey,
so how's the rest of the party going?
If I can I have Azure try and, like, intervene? Like, try to get Mad Lad away from Ollie?
Yeah, you can try.
So, like, roll for athletics or something, because I imagine she's still, like...
Oh, 1 second, I
Nope,
got a phone
you're
call.
fine.
Ah, sorry.
holding a pistol up to Vic Grandpa, huh?
He knows that this isn't Ollie. 1 second. Yeah, babe.
Keep having fun.
Yeah, babe.
Of all times, for Roguefort, the experienced one, to not be sitting with the party. Of all times, Roguefort not to be sitting with the party. This is the one
Mad Lad was good up until he tried to get this imposter away. Like, he wanted to make sure, is this an imposter? In that regard, yes, his mission was successful. Now he has to deal with an imposter.
I'm not sure if it's an imposter or considering it's Halloween if it's something else, so I would still be hesitant on putting a bullet in Grandpa.
Yeah, but sort of read between those.
I have an idea, but I'm gonna keep quiet now.
Also, Bobbins, I do apologize. You'll be able to get what you want to say out when Ike gets back.
Yeah.
In the meantime, let me take a sip of tea because it's sweating, internally screaming.
Hello, so sorry about that.
Oh no, you're fine.
Back. I believe Bobbins was trying to say something before you AFK'd real quick.
Yeah, what was it you going to say? Bobbins!
Oh, I kept trying to say something when the Mad Lab thing was going on, but now that it's kind of progressed, it doesn't matter anymore. So
I mean, you could still say it.
Yeah,
You could still say it.
Well, I was gonna have Seven. I was trying to say that Seven would get up covered in pretzel dust to try to reunite with the party. But if he's seeing Mad Lad just straight up whip out a gun at Ollie, he's going to attack Mad Lad.
It's like you were about to do the pretzel action, but then you see this gun and you're like, wait, that's a child with a gun. That's That's
a kid with a gun pointed at somebody I, up until recently, thought was my
elder
employer.
abuse?
If you're really gonna do the thing where you pull a gun on the grandpa, then...
Yeah, he was trying to make it sneaky, but he rolled shit. He was trying to make...
Oh yeah, it's clear as day. It's clear as day. So, Seven would totally see that.
Yeah, Seven's just straight up gonna attack you. I'm sorry.
Okay. You want to roll for it?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Should it just be a normal attack roll?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. Ooh, forgot that it's a +7.
Yeah, the one time.
Oh, it's roll and then the thing. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I did the other dice bot.
Yeah. It's out of habit now.
Yeah, which is honestly fair.
What's your AC?
His AC is a 19.
Okay, well, we are gonna try that again.
I believe the group needs to roll initiative, right?
No. This is just for a one-time thing.
Yeah, Mad Lad he probably sees them, dodges them, and runs off. Is this Ollie, in quotations, gonna get pursued because Mad Lad's running to Roguefort.
Seven turns to Ollie. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you hurt? And literally grabs his shoulders and starts checking him over, kind of panic.
Yeah. Though Mad Lad does. Oh, sorry, you go.
Never mind.
No,
you go.
No, you go. Sorry.
I was trying to say just Seven's gonna turn around to Ollie and start checking him over. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Did you get cut? He's straight up visibly panicked.
Yeah, Mad Lad, while he's running to Roguefort, does go past Azure, and he's like, "That's an imposter! He's talking! You're right! I'm going to get back up!" Really quickly as he runs towards Roguefort.
In the meantime, Seven, could you also do a wisdom saving throw?
Oh no.
Yeah. Give me a second.
Roguefort!
You said wisdom?
Oh no!
Roguefort's just like, that's not my problem. And yes, wisdom saving throw.
Oh my gosh!
The one time he's vibing, he is chilling. He has tuned out anything that's going on. It's just like, oh, I'm allowed to relax.
Oh, nice!
Seven, I built you to be a dumbass. How are you this?
Seven, you are just in the zone. You were just like, I cannot be scared when that already happened. This kid pointed a gun at Ollie. What the fuck? So you're definitely, like, checking Ollie over, and it's when you pause and you look up at his face and you realize that's clearly not Ollie. Those eyes don't look like his. That expression on his face isn't his.
He said his eyes were blue, yeah?
His eyes are not blue.
They are glowing blue.
Yeah.
They are glowing blue right now.
They're glowing blue, okay.
But his eyes originally are not blue.
Azure is going to run over to Seven Ollie and ask, is everyone okay here? I saw that kid pull a gun. I just want to make sure no one was hurt.
Now Seven's in a weird position where it's like, oh shit, the kid had a point.
The kid had a point!
Now, do you say that or do you think that?
They said Seven may not be smart, but...
Because either way, the minute you say it or think it,
Oh no.
the lights begin to flicker out in the room.
Aw, Seven doesn't let go of Ollie. Like, the grip gets tighter.
So, can we flick back to Roguefort for a minute to see what the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah, Roguefort, you have been enjoying your root beer float this entire time. You've been like, I don't know what on earth these guys are going off about.
Oh no,
They're probably just playing around, goofing off or something,
he
and you're just
hasn't
having a good
heard.
time.
He hasn't even heard the conflict because, the rest of the
Oh,
party's
exactly.
smiling
You
and
are just you're just zoning out, just having a good time. Because for once you get to relax. You're gonna enjoy this moment.
Funny thing is, he probably would take it out to the balcony just to enjoy the nice air with them talking in the background. He's just chilling.
You do that. You try to make your way over to the balcony, but just as you do, those lights go out before you can even get out the door.
And in the back of his mind, there is just a very long, deep, internal sigh. And just that one thought of, I never catch a break.
There's some kind of, like, music in the background, like the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
1 second. Yeah.
We're RSVP
So he's
for our
going
wedding
to,
on November the 5th.
He's
coming
going
up.
to glance
Chris's
up
brother's
at the
getting married, and
lights,
apparently
and
they're
there's
doing it in
just
a few
going to be
days.
a thought toward something, a telepathic thought
If
of,
you can make it, you can. If you can't, you can't. I understand. I just figured I'd let you know.
do we
It's a
think
thing.
the lights are supposed to be turning
If it's in the
off?
afternoon, then yes.
I mean, it is a wedding.
If you
but
look
I
around
feel
the room, as far as you can tell,
we are
no,
invited,
that
so-
should not be
Alright.
happening.
No. The thought is toward something.
Love you.
Loves you. Alright.
Ike, you know what it's toward.
You know what? I'm gonna roll for this and see.
Yeah. That lad, let's see. That lad's probably in the middle of a crowd. He's just dashing towards Roguefort, but he's like, shoot, the lights are out.
Yeah, the little voice in your head, quote unquote, Roguefort, is definitely saying, well, that doesn't seem to be normal, but it doesn't also seem to be abnormal.
And because it's a nat one perception, I don't think he sees Mad Lad making a dart for him.
I'll do one more roll just in case.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, Roguefort's that fucking, like,
Yeah,
Stan
that
Lee.
voice is very much settled.
Oh.
Yeah, that lad's probably say, let's see if he knows Roguefort does. I don't know. He's just like, crap.
And Seven, you
Oh
said
God,
that you
oh
are
no,
holding on to
no.
Ollie for dear life, right?
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do, but he also doesn't think letting go would be a good idea, so they're just kind of in a weird position.
It's like, this is a little awkward. Hi, Ollie, I'm just gonna hold on to you here.
Hey, buddy, what about a good bro hug? Yeah, this is bonding between men.
Bonding,
Yeah.
you know, bonding, right? In the dark, it's fine.
7
Of
below.
the two glowy-eyed, one maybe not supposed to be. He's like rambling.
At this point, does Roguefort happen to see Mad Lad?
I mean, Mad Lad is now gonna, as he gets closer, he's like, Roguefort!
Oh yeah, no. Do I need a check for that, or do I still have to?
No, I think you notice Mad Lad at this point.
Ah!
There's a screaming Mad Lad coming at you.
If you tell me that Red took out the power box to this building, I'm going to be disappointed but not upset.
Mad Lad shakes his head violently. No. Much worse. They say, there's an Ollie imposter. His eyes are glowing blue. I don't know what he is, but they say that's not Ollie.
You say Ollie imposter. He does not listen to the rest of your statement. There is a look that enters his eyes that you would need to roll an insight check for, actually.
Oh boy.
And he is immediately just storming right past you to look for wherever Ollie is. So let's see that insight
Oh, that's a
check.
15. That's decent.
You can it's almost like a switch flick in his head. Like, there's a fuse box in his head with different switches, and he was in that expression of, he looked tired, but also tired in the way of, the one time I'm trying to chill. Can I not chill? Just this once. This singular time. And it's just that, it's the tired grandpa look of, if something's broken, I'll help, but I'm not going to be happy doing it. But as soon as you say imposter, all casual vibe leaves that look. And it's like you see him switch from casual citizen to like a sleeper agent or something, and he is immediately storming past you faster than you expect to look for Ollie.
While you are also walking forward, you can definitely feel a tug around, like, I'm gonna assume that you got a belt to keep your weapons and everything safe and handy.
There are multiple.
You know, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
The rifle is held on the sort of sash belt that you would expect. The rapier is on the belt around his waist, hidden under his cloak, so yes.
You definitely feel a tug from that little area right there. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And it's guiding you to the direction you need to go.
Yeah, no, they're going. He's going quickly, actually. Quickly.
Can Mad Lad follow him? I'm curious, because is he still under a fear condition, or?
I think it's been about a minute. I think he's good now.
Yeah. Then Mad Lad's following close behind Roguefort.
Cool, so would it be a perception check or an investigation to try and find Grandpa?
I'm gonna say investigation.
Great, cool.
Yeah, with advantage because Mad Lad's helping him.
2d20 plus 1, cool. That's not much better because that's a 9.
Despite the glowing eyes, he somehow cannot seem to find Ollie in this pitch darkness. And yet somehow you can notice that some of the paintings and things on the walls don't seem to be very like what Ollie usually has. Sure, he has a couple cursed things around the house, of course, that's Ollie. But these ones feel a bit worse, and you just feel like you're consistently being watched.
What do the paintings look like?
Not like this.
No, that was an above board question.
Fair enough.
Most of the paintings that Ollie usually has, it's a lot of landscapes, but also a lot of family members, friends, little moments that he's had on adventures. Sometimes just paintings of things that he's found in the past, that kind of thing. Anything that has a person in it, though, it kind of just feels like they're watching you.
What is it, a roll to see if... What is it to roll to see if the eyes are actually directly watching Roguefort move? What is it to roll?
I'm gonna say perception.
Cool. And did you say it's dim or pitch dark?
Oh, it's pretty much very, very dark. You can barely see anything.
Great, disadvantage.
You can see the paintings on the walls, but not much of else. Other members seem to be getting quieter and quieter.
Good to know. Disadvantage, cool, good to know. Actually, that's not bad. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 perception. Not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, those paintings are definitely watching you.
There's a moment, it's sort of subtle on Roguefort's end, where his hand, because he still has the magical glamour to look like a more traditional humanoid in the costume instead of, just googly-eyed, buggy-limbed buddy, where he almost reaches for the sash with the hunting rifle on it. And because it's a costume, he's got the hunting rifle this time. It's made to look like Lady Eboshi's hunting rifle. But because of certain things, his hand sort of twitches because there's that thought in the back of the mind of not going for the gun in a fight, but more for the sword. So he's not glancing back because I assume he can hear Mad Lad running behind him, but he sort of slows, and since he can't find Ollie, he's going to ask in a whisper toward Mad Lad. Young lad, how did you notice something was off about the imposter, Ollie?
He was talking. Actually talking.
Yes, was there anything else?
Glowing blue eyes.
Wonderful. My eyes are not doing well in the dark. Can you see if anything else in the room is glowing?
And Mad Lad will make a perception.
Yeah, do the perception. Let's go.
I feel like a bug in a tank. Cause yeah, no, his thought is
That's a 22.
better than
Oh
mine.
yeah, no, Mad Lad, you are on top of this. You're just like, okay, I need to inspect every little area. And just in the perfect nick of time, you glance over at one of the ways that takes you back downstairs. So you see a bit of a glow coming from the staircase that would take you back down. And you just see a very light glimpse of Ollie beginning to make his way down.
He's going down the stairs. Mad Lad just grabs Roguefort and starts dragging him down, and probably like catches the other two too. He's like, he went this way. Come on.
Okay, he's trying to follow along, but also he is incredibly confused. Also, where are the others? Where are the others? Where are the others?
Yeah,
Why
how's Seven and Azure doing? Are you guys gonna follow along?
They were still over by where Ollie was.
Yeah, Seven had a death grip on Ollie.
Yeah, so all of you guys are pretty much together, so if you're following, well, you're following.
Like a haunted conga line.
Yeah,
it's like a conga line, but a lot more chaotic and probably more reminiscent of like Scooby-Doo running through doors or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so one quick question before Roguefort decides to do something either smart or stupid. What check would it probably words? Give me. Hang on a minute. Hetty!
Bless
That was
you.
a fake. No, that was a fake sneeze to try and get my words in order.
Okay.
But what check would it be to try and think about what symptoms such as glowing eyes and watching paintings would be, symptoms of? And, such as whether it's a creature or some other force or something? What kind of check would that be?
I'm gonna say a history check.
History. Okay,
Let's go with history.
I was expecting Arcana, but that's also not a difference because
History or Arcana, either one.
we're gonna go with history. Thankfully, no disadvantage because that's not perception.
Yeah.
I say that. Hang on, let me had to knock on wood real quick.
I mean, does anyone have dark vision? I'm curious. I'm assuming not.
Oh, you mother! That's a 4.
Yeah, unfortunately, you weren't sure what's up with the glowing eyes. You don't know. Something's off, but maybe it's just one of the effects of whoever is portraying Ollie at this moment.
Okay, so here's in the back of Roguefort's mind, in the back of my mind as well. He would get nervous about anybody else trying to do something in the party just as I would. But there is a stark difference between us in that his consciousness is different from most humanoids in the material plane. He goes on Fey conscience. And he hears Ollie and imposter, and as I mentioned in the FPS, he would think changeling or something else. So this is somebody that, say, he shouldn't be hesitant about possibly stabbing. So I'm going to roll him an intelligence check and see if I'm gonna see if he decides to try and go for following Ollie to try and attack him or not.
Okay.
If it's a high intelligence roll, he's gonna go into stealth and follow. If it's low intelligence, we're just gonna try and stab him. Please don't. Please don't.
Does the fake Ollie respond to being touched at all?
Not really.
Ugh, that's even worse.
D20 plus 1. I used the old command. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
You got this.
Because at the moment, his brain is one of two. It's either go into stealth to stalk him and see what's going on, or, casually try to actually stab him before he can do any other harm at the party. Because he's dealt with changelings, and that's usually the first response. Thankfully, that's high enough. He's gonna roll stealth to try and follow instead.
So are you gonna tell Mad Lad to do that?
Actually, do you tell the rest of the party, more importantly?
He's not near the rest of the party.
Unless the rest of the party joins him.
Well,
The rest of the party was following Ollie. Roguefort and Mad Lad have not rejoined them yet.
unless they say
Mad
Mad Lad
along the same way, I would argue to say, so.
Mm-hmm. And Mad Lad did call to them.
Also, just for the sake of keeping everyone together, because we do need to keep on going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not understanding your words, but he would have told Mad Lad, again, I'm not sure if he's close enough to tell the others because you said they're already going downstairs.
Yeah, Mad Lad yelled at them to follow them, so by logic, say they probably follow. So Mad Lad then relay stealth mode.
Yeah, no, Roguefort is just gonna, since Mad Lad was trying to tug on him, no, Roguefort's just gonna tug him back and just try to get that gesture of, just being quiet rather than trying to rush after.
Yeah, and Mad Lad does the same sort of gestures towards the other as he goes stealth. Or tries to. Keyword. Actually decent.
Does Roguefort have anything that would help him with stealth in this condition? Does he have anything that would help him with stealth in this condition? He has fairy magic, but that doesn't help with things like stealth. And he certainly can't turn invisible, though that would be funny. That would be nice. That would be useful at this moment.
Oh, if only. But at least you don't have to worry too much, because you're easily sneaking through any shadow, any little bit that you can find throughout this house.
And we're gonna follow and see what in the world is going on here.
So I'm gonna say that all of you eventually do track down where Ollie goes. You see him finally make it down to the very first floor, right by the lobby of the area. So what do you do?
Well, if the others got the signal, are the others also gonna roll stealth, or?
Yeah, Mad Lad already got 18 for stealth.
I was asking Azure and Seven. Unless they were just following him close.
Seven's not gonna bother to roll stealth because he's kind of already he doesn't really know what else to do, so he's still gripping on to Ollie. Or fake Ollie. So
fair. And also
no real point in stealth. Yep.
Azure?
Yeah, I am gonna roll stealth, but how do you do disadvantage with
you would just do 2d20 and take the lower number.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically, disadvantage is roll twice, take the low number. Advantage is roll twice, take the high number.
Uh-huh.
Also, beer be really quick so I can grab some food. Ah.
Get you some food.
Yeah.
Get you some food.
So she does have +3 to dex, so it'll be a 2d20 +3, right?
2d20 +3, yes.
Okay. Why did that not go?
Exclamation point R space 2d20 +3. And also the +3 cannot be spaced after the 2d20, so.
Yeah. There we go.
So that would be a 13. Wait, you said disadvantage, so that would be a 7. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ouch. Wait, why do you have disadvantage on stealth?
Armor.
Armor. Yeah, fair.
Can't relate. Can't relate. Never had it. I've only had a singular character that had to roll disadvantage due to armor. Gently pats you, though, in sympathy.
My artificer has scale armor, which is always really fun when they try to be stealthy because it's just instantly negated.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I've had that before, too.
There was this one video I watched. I don't know if it was a TikTok or a Vine video, but it was essentially the text box said, "Why should I roll disadvantage on stealth when in plate armor?" or something like that, and it showed a person in full plate casually walking down like a dirt road, just like not even doing anything acrobatic, but every step they made, every casual gesture they made was just clank, clank, clatter, clank. Everything made noise.
Yep, I've seen that one too.
Like, I imagine with scale mail, it's, again, almost more of like a rattling sound, or it's like a, again, it's like chains, but it's still the same concept of clank, clank, clank.
Chainmail is pretty noisy,
Yeah,
especially if you're like running. You just hear this.
yeah. That's why that's why I saved up my draft points to get the serpent scale armor, which does not does not do disadvantage, and it's scale mail. It also allows you to do your maximum dex modifier for your armor class. So hence,
We have lost Bobbins.
No. Hello, Bobbins.
Welcome back, Bobbins.
Hey.
Hey, you good?
Yeah, having some connectivity issues, so I figured I'd rejoin just to see if it helped.
Fair.
Seems to help at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
God, the one time Roguefort finally is like, "Oh, I can relax," someone's telling me I can relax, and this happens.
Yeah.
One time that he is actually told, he's invited to a party, not to be a guard or a spy or an assassin, but a guest. He's told to go in costume. He picks a costume. For context, for the FPS, he already just sort of unwittingly threatened someone he cared about being impersonated. And then he had to talk them through that and calm them down, and he's still dealing with that. But then it's just like, oh, so I'm told I can relax. I'm gonna try and relax. I'm gonna try and have fun. And he relaxed so bad, he rolled a nat 1 on perception, and he's just chilling with his root beer float.
Yeah, Mad Lad got rid of his root beer.
Okay, I know has food. Ha!
Yay!
So, let's see, where were we?
Let's see. Azure also rolled stealth, though
They got a 7.
it was not,
Ah.
but it's also just disadvantage because armor, according to Dark. So.
Oh yeah, no, you kind of clunk your way over just a little bit, You know, it's probably the boots. It's fine.
Yeah, I would say Roguefort would probably be keeping distant from the noisy stealth, but what does Roguefort see Ollie doing in the foyer before he decides what to do?
So all of you begin to wander on over to the foyer, basically, and Ollie looked like he was about to leave the heckin' manor, straight up, but having noticed where you guys are, he begins to walk on down the hallway of that first floor and takes a little turn into the library.
Hmm.
Can I insight check that to see whether that's bait?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would love to insight check that to see. My brain immediately had an alarm bell, like, oh yeah, let's go into an enclosed space.
Yeah, Mad Lad wouldn't think that. He's just like, okay, let's just get this over with. He's not smart enough yet.
Also, did he see all of us or just one of us? Because
Oh, he saw all of you at this point.
Oh.
Dang it.
Listen, you were sneaking really good, and then, you know, it took him a moment to realize, oh yeah, there's other people that are also after me. Okay.
Well, yeah, but Roguefort wasn't.
Yeah.
It's fine, don't worry. We're getting to some good stuff, I promise.
Well, I know, but Roguefort wasn't quite sneaking in the whole group, but that's fine. We'll move forward, that's fine.
It's okay. I know it's not perfect, but we also need to keep on moving on.
Yeah, I know.
Because if I keep everybody in stealth, that's gonna make the game a bit longer.
Yeah.
God bless Roguefort. He's just off his vibe this entire party.
Well, of course, everything about this party seems off. Ollie's not like himself. The lights went out.
So yeah.
Now we have to chase Ollie down the hall and see where on earth is he going.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Unfortunately, that is not enough insight to think, maybe this is not a good idea. So yeah, he's gonna stalk down the hallway after him and toward the library. And he's going to draw the rapier as he does.
Yeah, Mad Lad is switching out to his normal pistol weapon instead of his palm pistol as of right now. So it's just like he's getting ready for a fight too.
And I'm assuming that's 7, given that you're trying to desperately hold on to this old man who who knows how fast he's actually going. Oh my god, he's supposed to be old. How is he so fast? I'm assuming that you just end up in the same room as him at the same time.
Yeah, and he's actually going to put himself in the way of the weapons a bit because he's not actually sure, like, this could not, it's not Ollie, but, that might be Ollie's body. And so he's just kind of like, all right, well, maybe don't hit the old man, but I also don't want to let the old man get away.
Neil, Azure, are you also going after?
Yeah, probably keep the two reckless from both doing anything reckless.
Oh, Roguefort.
Okay, yes, all of you are going to be rushing inside the library. That's no problem.
Oh, rushing? No, he was just drawing the blade, and he was going to approach. I feel like Roguefort has maybe been misinterpreted. He's not trying to bum rush the party. He's not trying to bum rush the library. He is just stalking along, drawing it just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, for Roguefort, you are sneaking your way inside the library.
Yeah, with Mad Lad right behind him.
And usually, you guys would probably know enough that Ollie has quite the extensive library for books. He loves collecting books as well, aside from cursed artifacts. He loves a lot of historical stuff and everything. He just likes collecting books, okay? He's got quite the collection. And usually, this library is pretty big. It has quite a few different shelves, different aisles.
Oh, no.
But this time, going in, the minute all of you finally get inside, those doors close shut.
Yeah, Mad
And
Lad.
it's a lot tighter of a space than it normally is.
Yeah, Mad Lad is just like looking at the doors, looking back at the Ollie. It's just like, yeah, this guy is picking a fight.
As you say that, Mad Lad, as you begin to say, oh, he was probably picking a fight, and you go to look at him, whatever you think it or say it, Ollie's not there anymore. Seven, what are you holding on to?
Air, I guess?
Yeah, you look at your hands, you aren't holding anything.
So Seven lets out this very dignified squeak that I can't replicate.
Mad Lad now looks around. She's like, all right, show yourself. Who are you?
I would maybe not. Roguefort is just gonna sigh and maintain stealth. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
When you guys say that, you can feel this room beginning to rumble, like it's going to move.
Oh, joy.
And just like that, you also notice that there are some paintings at the top of the room.
Oh, boy!
All of them look like different friends of Ollie's, of course.
Oh,
Maybe one of them is Ollie himself. But the
Uh,
more that they stretch, they just begin to stretch in a very strange way that shows that they have some unfortunate ends by the looks of them. Such as somebody lost at sea, perhaps someone else having to deal with other means, and, well, Ollie, knowing his curse.
Yeah, Roguefort is going to, You know what? I'm gonna roll in concentration to see if he maintains the magical glamour or not. I'm gonna roll him. Because, it might look like he starts levitating, but he might or might not fly when the room starts, bugging out, but So, we're gonna... Because he doesn't want to stay on the ground if it's rumbling. No, thank you. The air is fine. The air is safe. Con save. He maintains the glamour, so it kind of just looks like, if anybody did somehow manage to beat his stealth, that just Lady Aboshi is starting to float.
Yeah, you're just floating in the middle of the room at this point.
yeah.
At least you got a good view of those paintings, huh?
Mad Lad's more concentrated in finding who or what is doing this.
Please tell me that the paintings are just paintings and that they're not like physical creatures hiding in paintings. Please tell me that they're just normal paintings. Please tell me they're just normal paintings.
You won't blink.
Oh.
The minute that you open your eyes again, you're back in that foyer. Right at the front door. It's dark. It's very dim. And finally, at the top of the staircase,
Oh, the call
to
just
the second
completely
floor.
cut out for me. I'm gonna have to restart.
Oh,
Let's see.
I'll wait until Bobbins comes back. Ah!
Mhm.
What a time, hey?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, just Lady Eboshi is just flying. She's having a little witch action. It's fine. Probably
It's like the episode pauses. So how you doing?
Ah.
How goes it?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
The call just died for me. Like, I was like, you blink, and then just like my taboo.
I would make a joke that Call is haunted, but I don't want to, all things considered.
Yeah.
But anyway, I believe
It'd be on brand.
what Ike said before it cut out for
The
you.
episode unpauses at this point, and back to where we were. Well, you blinked, you're back at the foyer again. And looking up at the staircase, you notice that there is both Thad and Ollie standing at the top of it.
Huh.
Mind you, both of them got a bit of a glow going on with the eyes. Something isn't right.
I need to roll another.
All of a sudden, you hear something come out from both of them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Or at least it probably takes a minute before they do.
At least he's rolling decent on not, attacking things he might assume are changelings. This is fine.
Yeah.
Fine. This is fine.
As for said voices, I'm gonna say you could do a countdown if you really want to.
Why a countdown? Why a countdown?
I think that's
Countdown?
Oh! Oh, you have voice actors!
Ooh.
Oh.
I think that's our cue.
Oh, it is right. Oh, it's our cue. Is that our cue?
I think the.
Is that our cue?
That is your key.
Is that so scary? Are they just like
Don't worry about
mumbling
it.
to each other?
You see.
Don't worry about it.
For a quick thing, which body would I be inhabiting?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
So well, actually, as they begin to say this, I will also do the description now, so that's out of the way. As they say it, you also begin to notice that, well, obviously, someone's are controlling Thad and Ollie at the moment. Currently, there's a little rascal with very long hair, a ghost, controlling Thad.
Oh,
Just floating just a little bit above. And there's another one in a top hat and looks very serious, very, what's the word? Dead?
Oh great, it's a spiffing Brit.
Who is also controlling Ollie.
Esteemed guests, can you hear me?
Oh.
Good, this thing is working.
Lowering.
I can't hear you, sorry.
Wait, you actually not?
Ah, crap.
No, I was 7 yelling in character.
Oh, okay. The body of Thad, and most certainly not Thad, begins to test out itself. Its limbs moving in ways they shouldn't.
Wait a second. Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
This makes this even weirder.
Right, that's good. That's very good. Esteemed guests, may I introduce myself and my lovely co-host? Thad looks shamefully at Ollie.
There's a gesture of like, eh.
Oh, don't even start with me right now. Dears, my name is very simple. It's Thad, obviously. Look at your faces. Oh, your horrible, horrible faces. No. Hi, dearies. My name is Mix Ghost Host Grayson Dacey, and I do recommend learning that name quickly. I don't like being referred to in incorrect manners. This lump of coal next to me is...
Oh god damn it! I forgot the name.
Hey, I'm on the sheet. This is your fault.
I want to say, by the way, with your
It's just
entire
the
introduction,
brain.
guys, I want to say with your entire introduction, by the way, Roguefort looks completely unamused by the entire thing. As soon as he realizes you're not changelings, he loses all interest. He does not take you seriously in the slightest. He just looks like, oh.
Yeah, while we're waiting for Tullus to go it.
Also for Tullus, Mr. Capelage.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay. Sorry. I was flipping through notes.
Mm-hmm.
You good? You good?
Yeah.
Look, every game's gonna be at least a little scuffed. We're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry for cackling through half of that. That just got me.
Yeah.
I did like the bit of just, is that our cue? Is that our cue?
That was supposed to be in character. I'm gonna say that right now.
Oh yeah, no, I feel like that's absolutely in character for both of them.
The other ghost, tall, dour, and very serious looking, inhabiting a very short Ollie. This says, "Hello, I am Theodore Cablage, and welcome to." And he gestures over to their accomplice, hanger-on, and
Welcome to your, well, just nightly nightmare, really. We're not doing the whole eternal thing. That would be stressful for all of us.
I live in eternal nightmare already. This isn't phasing me.
Oh, I like
I
this
mean,
man!
this is
The body of Thad lurches forward before lurching backwards. Right, sorry, it's been so long since I've done this. What my esteemed co-host was trying to say was, abandon all hope, all ye who enter, and try to have a bit of fun. We're running this party now, and I do recommend trying out everything you can while you still can. We have plans, you see, very good plans. Oh God, I can hardly contain my excitement. I must be honest, a bit of criticism, constructive criticism, I hope. You look, sour. He gestures to all of the party.
Roguefort's gonna drop the magical glamour, and you're just gonna see this unamused-looking, googly-eyed-looking bug fairy.
Yeah, that lad just glares at the ghosts, and oh boy, there may be a.
I will say as well, as this little side note, Roguefort, there's a little voice in your head that seems to be getting a good kick out of this.
I'm sorry, a kid?
And oh yes.
Excuse
You can
me?
hear a slight chuckle, and this voice goes, well, welcome foolish mortals.
He's literally glancing backward as if there's someone behind him. Literally just like, I'm sorry, excuse me.
How is Azure and Seven handling this? Azure first.
I'd say it has like one of those like nonchalant, like, how do I want to say it? Like,
Seen it before?
yeah, just like, why? She's just deadpan, just like.
Seven or Bobbins, how's Seven handling this?
Well, okay, I'm gonna say that given that I sort of cracked the heck up laughing earlier, that Seven can't help it, and also just started laughing during the presentation because it was so ostentatious. And I mean, he's not really a stranger to big villain speeches, so now when he hears them, he's just like, all right. And he kind of raises his hand and he's like, could I give a bit of constructive criticism back?
What? That's not. No! Obviously not!
Well, then you can't give any to us.
They do have a point.
Theodore, you're not with them, right?
Theodore?
Please, anything you say, it will go straight through him. Listens to nothing.
You just ghost pun me about constructive criticism! This body of Thad is now shaking uncomfortably. Bit of bone cracking. Doesn't sound good.
Yeah, that only
Yeah,
makes
considering
Mad
he's a
Lad
man.
like madder because out of all of this, Mad Lad is looking dead serious as he just like cocks the gun. It's just like,
Oh, please. Borrow some thicker skin.
Oh, I will borrow as much skin as I need to for my machinations. At least some of them are enjoying themselves. Unlike
Would
you.
you have stolen any other party? Literally any other party except this one.
Also,
course
there
not.
aren't many machinations here. We're a lot of tunes.
There are machinations upon machinations upon machinations. They become smaller and smaller.
Listen,
7, a machination is like, sorry, man. I don't know.
look, listen.
Ollie pulls out a stopwatch and is like, 15 this time.
What are you counting?
No, nothing.
No, I wish to know now, in front of all these people. Potential friends?
friends? You're controlling our friends.
Obviously!
What? Just get out of their bodies.
Hey there.
What are you counting?
He has a point, you know.
What are you counting, Theodore?
What you do is you turn them against each other, and then they just fight it out among themselves, and you don't even have to do anything.
I have ears!
I don't.
He's trying not to giggle at that.
Just a very bored face, like picking at Ollie's ears.
Supposed to go much smoother in the rehearsal. Right. You've heard the whole spiel. We're haunting this place, and we plan to put you through absolute torment! Or, whatever surmises for that for tunes.
You couldn't put me through anything half as bad as the head chef. Terribly sorry to tell you.
You're
like
kind
it.
of boring us. That's hell on earth, really.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I'm also really sort of concerned about them too. So just get out of here.
Real quick for the party. Real quick. So, what is everyone's passive perception?
18!
I
It's 18!
have no
Actually,
idea.
14.
11.
Got 11, 14, and...
Roguefort,
Yeah.
you just feel a very cold breeze behind you. You feel like somebody was just walking behind you.
He's gonna glance.
Someone with a dress, for that matter. But no, there's nothing there.
Right. Of course, the head chef is always back in places like this. Whatever you find tormentful, we plan on doing it to you for a while.
Yeah,
Take this seriously?
Oh, you want me to take this?
No.
I mean,
Oh, here's.
I can show you true terror. Mad Lad just raises his hand.
Roguefort glances at Mad Lad, now him, looking slightly confused.
I mean,
Thad's neck snaps to the left at a 90-degree angle and just looks at Mad Lad. Tell me then, what do you find terrifying, you maggot? It is shouting at a child.
Mad Lad just smirks as he just. Am I okay to take him out, Ike?
Oh, absolutely.
No.
Absolutely not. Because you aren't even sure if that is really Thad's body or not.
True.
Do you want to try and shoot
You just
the
know
old
there's a
man?
couple of ghosts controlling these two, so...
True. But
I think on that note, if you're about to try to shoot Thad, for example,
no. That's not what I'm trying to do. Mad Lad wants to bring to bring out Alexander.
No, please no. Please no.
I mean, you can certainly try.
Please.
Let's see how much of a wisdom check this is for Mad Lad.
Oh dear God.
But Mad Lad?
Let's see.
Dear.
Man, I should have named this heckin' game Ghosts, Ghosts, and More Ghosts.
We
Yeah.
like ghosts.
You could have just also named it Ghost Files for funsies.
There. Yeah. Say, Mad Lad just smirks. but he is saying, unfortunately, it would be rolling low in this case, as his eyes start glowing red. But unfortunately, Alexander has read the room, and he's like, these guys aren't worth it. So, unfortunately, his bluff doesn't go. Like, there's a sheen of red that goes with his irises, but they disappear.
The Ollie.
This boy is picking possessed.
Yeah.
Has apparently gained access to hammer space and has pulled out a cigarette and just starts puffing.
Oh my god.
Really?
Is it close enough that Roguefort can actually try and take the cigarette?
Sure.
Cool, I'm gonna try and take the cigarette because you're
I
smoking.
think they've floated close enough, or at least walked up close enough to you at this point.
Would that be sleight of hand?
Yeah.
1d20.
Yeah, but Mad Lad is now upset at this. I was like, damn it, Alexander! The one time I wanted you to show up!
Oh, the boy has language, does he?
Let's
Taught
see.
you to
That's
swear
sleight
like
of
that.
hand plus 4.
They were smart.
Hey, I say, of course I know how to swear. I say, I swear like a sailor.
13.
Good.
But still.
I'm gonna say a 13. You've definitely snagged the cigarette out of Ollie's hands. You're like, no. And I think on that note,
Great.
let's just say everyone in the party, can you please do a wisdom saving throw?
Alright.
Is my wisdom saving throw for someone different, or is this gonna be the ghosts?
Just in general.
Great. Well, okay.
Alright, 15.
Also, I do want to say with my tone, I am enjoying the game, by the way. I want to make this clear. I don't want you to be, like, nervous that I'm not.
No, Roguefort is a sourpuss. I understand this.
Yeah, Mad Lad tried to be serious.
The one party he's allowed to relax and this shit happens. No, if it wasn't for the fact that he actually cares about Ollie and Thad, he would have tried killing them immediately.
Yeah. Mad Lad tried to scare him, but it scared them too, but he backfired. I'm also very much enjoying this.
Good instincts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're trying to scare ghosts that are also trying to scare you?
Exactly.
Yeah, you tried and scared them with the same guy that threatened Roguefort and his fun little friends. Yeah, let's see how that works.
It'll go great.
Oh boy. Basing on all these rolls so far, I'm gonna say
11. Not the best.
Yeah. So, fellow ghost hosts, how do you go about scaring these guys? What do you do?
Well, Theodore, sorry. Take the lead. And the ghost known as mixed ghost host Grayson Dacey gives a large bow as Thad's body begins to tap dance away. In a goofy manner before falling to the ground in not like a funny falling, but like you just watch someone fall and it's no longer funny kind of falling.
Yeah. Concern.
Welcome to Ghosts. Tallest, what the fuck is that top hat man doing?
God.
What is he doing? What is he gonna do?
Ollie, just after looking at his hands, like,
the one time I get to feel something.
and just flicks what's left of the bud, the cigarette away.
Yeah,
after
no,
it getting ripped out of his hand.
Roguefort's not letting him smoke with Ollie's body. The old man, no.
He takes in a deep breath and then just breathes out smog as the body goes limp and falls.
Ah!
As the entire room is filled with smoke.
And I too assume at 11's a failure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine 3's a failure.
I'm not very
All
sure.
of you guys are kind of stuck still for a minute.
I was worried that 15 wouldn't cut it either.
Right.
I'm gonna roll deception to see if Roguefort can conceal the fact that he's frightened.
It's like,
but
is there any other
not-
spooks you two are gonna do before we move on? With our little tour?
A few of them.
Oh, he actually does conceal very well. He just kind of tries to fan in his face to fan the smog away, but he's still frightened, mind you, mechanically, yeah, but, like, he does a decent job concealing the fact.
He's just stiff. He's just stuck.
Right.
Mhm.
Now that we've finally gotten your pitiful attention, I would like to make a fact clear. You are no longer in control. Thad and Ollie are off right now. It's just us two. And believe you me, you're going to have one hell of a time. And the smoke fades.
Yeah, as that smoke begins to dissipate. Well, let's see. Can each of you roll a d2?
Alright.
Oh no. Sure, I'll roll first. Let's just get this immediately out of the way. That's a 2.
2-2.
Hey, Tutu.
2-2-2.
Break the curse, please, DarkMaster.
Oh
Oh
boy.
my god.
Okay, so Roguefort, Mad Lad, and 7, can you please re-roll that d2?
Mm.
No particular reason.
It still gave me 2.
It gave me a 1.
Okay, so Mad Lad, you are paired up with Azure. You're in a room that you don't recognize.
Ah, I see. We're in one of these situations.
Meanwhile, Roguefort and 7, you are both also in a room that you don't recognize. And this is where I split the party.
Oh god.
Wait!
Oh golly.
Oh
I'm
boy.
getting rebaked all over again. All there needs to be now is an oven and screaming. He's saying this, by the way, with a strangled tone of voice that is trying not to display that he's still under the fear effect.
Yeah, Mad Lad just whips his head around. It's just like, ah, damn it. Ah, this is so
What is the room-
annoying.
What does the room look like that we're in?
I'm gonna say to the two ghost hosts, do you two want to do a D2 as well?
I would be most happy to, oh gracious DM you.
Oh,
I got a 1.
Okay, then.
Why do you sound frightened? There's nothing to be afraid of. You keep
So for now, we're gonna be focusing on 7 and Roguefort.
delightful. Magnificent. Above board, I am still
Right.
enthusiastic. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two of you finally regain the feeling, you're not frightened anymore. You finally adjust again. In fact, you're not even in a room, you're in a hallway of Ollie's house. Or at least you assume it's Ollie's house.
I'm gonna keep the sword out. I had it drawn earlier, but I'm not putting it away. If you're curious, we're not putting the sword away. Screw that. And I would like to look around the hallway to see if there's anything, off about the hallway.
You look down and, well, it kind of looks like any average hallway that Ollie's Manor has. There's a couple windows, you get to look around.
Am I still flying or am I on the ground?
Oh, you're on the ground.
Can he fly?
You can sort of make it look like you're levitating just a little bit, like maybe like a foot off the ground. But aside from that, there's not much else room to fly any higher.
No, he wasn't gonna go too high. He literally just wanted to get off the ground. That's it.
Oh yeah, you can levitate basically, yeah.
Yeah, so with the... I will say, since I'm with 7 at the moment, 7, I don't believe you've really run into Roguefort and dealt with him before, have you? Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
I think Bobbins is still
Bobbins!
Bobbins!
There we go.
You good, Bobbins?
You good?
Bobbins? We're not hearing you, buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy, old chum, old pal? Hello?
Oh no, is Bobbins dead? Oh no, what have I done?
It seems the real ghost was the friend you made along the way.
Oh no.
Plot twist.
No, that can't be it. No.
Bobbins, can you try disconnecting and reconnecting again?
I don't- I think the
Bobbins, if
call
you can
is-
hear us, can you give us a sign or something?
I was about to say, I think the call is coming from inside the house.
I think in the meantime, I will say we can switch scenes over to the other two for a minute.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, Mad Lad probably looks at Azure and first he's like, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine. What about you?
I will say last minute before I let you guys continue. I will say on Roguefort and Seven's End, at the very least, you two are at least venturing down this hallway for a bit, and obviously you can hear the ghost that is known as Mr. Caplagage.
Huh.
Just in the distance. And then we finally cut back to the other two.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Bobbins!
Hey!
Bobbins!
Welcome
I
back.
had to restart my whole tablet.
Oh.
Here. Well, I guess we're not going to do the cut over because you're back.
Hey.
Yeah.
On
So
that
we're in the
note, that means
hallway.
Roguefort and Seven, both of you are in this hallway of Ollie's house. At least you assume it's Ollie's house still. And you can definitely hear that ghost that was controlling Ollie in the distance, at the very least.
Again.
Bobbins! Yamero!
No!
Yamero! Welcome back, please.
Bobbins!
Please stay for 5 seconds, Bobbins and Megan.
Just
Oh,
the
that's
quantum
good.
decoupling there. It's like.
Are you good, Bobbins?
If you get it first, so I can get this fixed.
Okay, that's fair.
Mm.
Okay, so I think that was Bobbins trying to say you could do the other two first so that Bobbins could get that fixed.
Yeah. I think that's
Well,
what-
we are doing the cutback then.
It's like, hold on.
I'll
Hold on.
Again, this game is going to be scuffed. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's very fun. It's fine. It's fine. It's all
Something,
good.
something, inviting ghosts. Something, something.
In the meanwhile, okay, Mad Lad and Azure, you both are found in what you can only assume is a music room that Ollie has in his home. It has a large piano. It has quite a lot of instruments inside. It's actually a fairly large space, too. Which is not something you'd expect, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's really dark in here. It's not like how it normally is.
Yeah, after making sure Azure was okay, Mad Lad sighs in his relief, and he's just like, "Okay, can I have one moment, Azure, and don't judge me?"
You do what you need to do.
Alexander, what the heck? And he's just like face palming himself. He's just like, I didn't you see there were ghosts that were controlling their body? You could have scared them really good. And there's like a pause. Like someone should answer, but you can't hear it. He's like, "What do you mean they aren't worth it? What do you mean they ain't worth it? They're just spooks. Like a cartoon, but this is the real world. Like, I mean, yes, they were sort of funny, but at the same time, they did you see how, say, he contorted Thad? That ain't normal. That could honestly hurt him."
This is the real world, the tune says. This is the real world.
I was about to say, leaning a bit on the fourth wall, but continue.
I mean, these ghosts are toon kind, I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. But he's
What
just,
do you mean union rules?
yeah. And then there's another pause. There's another pause. And it's just like, "Me handle it myself? Fine. I will handle it myself. Fine. You just stay in there. Just stay in there, and I do all the work like I do always." And there's another pause. He's just like, "Don't you?" And I'll say Mad Lad turns back to Azure. "Okay, so we ain't getting help from him. And don't ask who him is. That's a long-winded explanation that we don't have time for. Let's just get out of this room."
Besides, we also have one more hour until we can technically stop the game, so
Yeah.
let's get on it.
Yeah, we do need to keep moving.
Yeah,
this
so
is-
I'm gonna roll investigation for this room.
I'm also going to roll investigation.
Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Let's see what you get.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Oh, it's in the wrong chat. Oops. That's okay. I'll still take it.
Oh, shoot. That is the wrong chat. Sorry.
It's okay.
The dice rolls into the gallery.
I got 12.
Yeah, I'd say that passes for you both. Yeah, you guys both look around and well, yeah, this is indeed a music room. But
Yes.
you're kind of just sitting in the dark for a minute before you could have sworn you heard somebody muttering something before about stage lights or.
I'm sorry, it didn't taste right.
Fine, man. Fine.
No.
Yeah. Just do your thing.
That.
Not gonna be in
That's about all you get for terms of murmurs.
That last just sighs.
Until spotlights flash up.
Oh, yeah, we're entering camp, alright.
Oh yeah, no. Spotlights on you. Before you know it, you are on two well-lit podiums with a spooky blue theming. The once lively stage room is now a literal stage room, complete with a, air quotes, live studio audience. There is a vampire organist that is apparently handling the sound. There are several skeletons that appear to be the mic crew, holding up all boom mics and sorts, as well as Dullahan camera operators, that's people with their heads chopped off, except their heads are actually cameras. A disembodied voice begins to narrate loudly. Live from the Artifact Manor, it's 6 feet under! A neon light lights up with that very phrase with a hand coming out of a dirty grave. And now it's the ghost hostess with the mostest, Grayson Daisy. On the host podium, Daisy shows up with a brilliant glimmer and a microphone in hand. Oh, ghastly greetings, all ghouls, ghosts, and freaks of all shapes and sizes, and welcome to 6 Feet Under, the game show and threat! With me are two incredibly alive people who are very excited to be here and will play along if they want to continue their pitiful lives. Firstly, it's our local cowboy with an actual real goddamn gun. Mad Lad, was it?
Yes.
And the studio audience begins to clap, though it's skeletons, so it's very clanky.
Yeah, Mad Lad just looks at everything. It's just like, so we're doing game show?
Yes.
Why
Also,
game
as
show?
a side note from the DM, I have actually a drawing of Daisy, if you are that curious.
Game show. Why game?
So I'll just put that in the chat.
Contestant, Azure. Tell us a little about yourself, honey.
I do not know what to say. I just feel like this in character, she just doesn't know what to say.
We all get starstruck sometimes. It's perfectly fine. We have fun here now. Audience, let's bring out your dead! A large glass box is wheeled out by two skeletons with, at the top of it, a grave and some colorful astroturf. Listen up, breathers. Currently, at least. Because I'm only going to orate this once for you cute little morsels. I'm going to be listing some questions here, very simple. There's going to be 4 answers, and only one of them will keep dirt from pouring down on this here grave. Now you might have the very stupid question. Why do you care if the grave fills up? Well, he snaps his fingers again, and 2 plush dolls, vaguely resembling both Azure and Mad Lad, drop down from the catwalk onto the grave. A
Bastard,
quick
I know
warning
you
for our friends,
bastard.
if you have a fear of being buried alive or taphophobia,
Mm-hmm.
please skip to the timestamp or just deafen or mute. They begin to snap again, and glowing dirt that should not be glowing begins to drop from the empty void that is currently the ceiling. It fills up the grave to about your doll's knees, and Madlad and Azure, you feel that. The dirt hits your head, and you can feel dirt up to your knees. Right. Judging by the priceless expressions on your face, you get the gist. Get 3 prompts wrong and you'll be gone.
I
The
mean,
producers wanted me to make some sort of pun here, but
I mean,
my show. I'll pun when I want to pun.
Mad Lad, like, jazz hands towards the side. I mean, you already made it for yourself.
I like you. Right. Now, players, are you ready for your first tantalizing question that could save your very souls? No? Good!
I mean, we don't have much of a choice, so just
Correct! They carefully pull out cards in a very magic-y style and flip one over. Question 1. What is a skeleton's favorite snack? A. Blueberries. B. Bone meal. C. Spare ribs. Or D. A pastrami on rye. He looks to both of you. There are 4 buttons on your podium to answer.
Mad Lad looks at the buttons, looks at him, he's just like, I know you're fucking with me, but at the same time, I sort of want to find out.
Language, we're on TV.
Peck you!
The viewer rating drops. Or raises, depending on the audience.
I will say as well, there is a very small skeleton that kind of goes up beside you, Daisy, and just kind of mutters beside you.
What?
Well, okay, so we are on a time limit. They want us out by
What?
like midnight for
What?
the budget of the show, because they have some other plans to
Did they-
deal with the
Oh,
with
those stupid producers.
hosts
All
in the
right.
house.
He shoves the skeleton out of the way. It immediately just fucking dissolves into the ground. I seem we have a change of plans due to the oh so precious producers. Let's just skip a few questions. He begins to shuffle with the deck. By the way, the answer to that question was, of course, spare ribs, though I also would have accepted blueberries, bone meal, or pastrami on rye.
Mad Lad
He's
just...
off. Yeah?
Yeah, Mad Lad just gives a not, just like a really face.
And then just kind of face palms, like, what?
We have fun here. Question 5, apparently. Are you afraid of the dark? Well, if so, I don't blame you, actually. It's a fairly common phobia. However, that's not quite the question. What is the name of that disorderly disorder? The fear of the night. A. Noctophobia. B. Domatophobia. C. Coldrodophobia. Or D. Thanatophobia. Please answer quickly. We are on a bit of a time crunch.
Mad Lad just looks at the answer. He's just like, he's thinking about it, but he's also thinking, Peck, I don't know the answer to this.
What's Azure doing?
Azure's gonna raise her hand and say, can you repeat those for me?
What? No, I specifically said I won't repeat. Fine. A. Nyctophobia. I believe it's Nycto phobia. Domatophobia. Coulrophobia. And thanatophobia. I might be an evil ghost, but I still respect people with, hearing. Players, please lock in your answers.
What's your answers?
Azure, what is the answer given? A, B, or C? Or D?
It's okay, you can choose any of them, it'll be fine.
Azure is gonna go with nyctophobia.
Okay. Mad Lad?
Mad Lad is gonna go with D.
Oh. Well, normally, when one of you gets it wrong, I would have dumped dirt on your stupid doll's bodies, draining you of your life, but one of you managed to get it right. Yes, it was A, noctophobia. I gotta skip questions here. Ah, here we are. Question 6. The two dolls begin to raise unnaturally, rising from the grave. Question 6. It is oft said that knowledge is the most powerful weapon. Given that this novel is the most widely taught novel in college courses, not paper, what horrid tool of destruction would work best? According to the Open Syllabus Project, or the OSP, which is a non-profit and independent platform for analyzing syllabuses. A. The canter bury you in the ground tails. B. The great Gatling gun. C. Frankenstein's death ray. Or D. The Communist Manifesto. Please answer.
Mad Lad's immediately gonna go with the Gatling gun for no other reason than because it's a gun.
Just keep in mind, there was like a little TikTok sound in the background, just like, uh-oh.
It's gonna go with D.
Yeah.
With the Gatling
If
gun.
I had piano noises, I would be playing them. He's the one.
Wrong! Great Gatsby's not Frankenstein's death ray, since Frankenstein's, well, the book, is the most widely taught. So sorry. They pull a lever that is unseen, and dirt begins to fall quickly on the dolls. It is getting up to your neck before the lights go down.
I have no regrets on that question. I always go with the gun.
This is not supposed to... A phone begins ringing in the room. Give me a second.
Turn off the light.
Yes? What? They can't do that to me! I'm sponsored! Right. He slams the phone down.
I'm sponsored, he says.
Right. Due to limitations, we have to end this early before I was able to finish the job. Congratulations, contestants, you survived. Now get the hell out of here! You feel your bodies flung to the other side of the room. And you escape. With no commemorative t-shirt, unfortunately.
Aw, tragic. I knew you were basing it on Trivia Murder Party. Bastard! I knew it! I knew it! I saw the music! I knew it!
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So it's our turn to suffer, right?
Oh, yes. As you get tossed across the room, you finally, well, with a little bit of a hit, you realize, okay, well, I guess we're out of that now. But before we can figure out where you guys end up next, we pan back over to the other two. Roguefort and Seven, you both are in this hallway.
Roguefort is just flying down the hallway slowly, and Seven, since you've never properly met or worked with Roguefort, it would look like beetle wings are flying under the cape, but you might need to roll a perception check on hearing for a moment, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, let me just double check perception.
Perception or nature, one of the two.
Where is nature? Oh yeah, no, we're gonna go perception because nature's a -1.
Yeah, I figured you immediately described Seven as a himbo, and it's like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. You may not be smart. That's it. Who?
That is a nat 20. That is not the sound of beetle wings flying, in spite of the fact it is a lovely red velvet Madeline shell, and they look like amber candy wings. There should be there's a distinct sound when it comes to like something like a big beetle flying. That's not the sound. This sounds more like wasp wings. Which is weird, because it doesn't look like wasp wings.
Alright. I would like the two of you to... I think an investigation check would be nice. Would be appropriate here.
Neat. Because Roguefort is immediately just going forward with the thought of, okay, I'm gonna find those ghosts and I'm gonna kick their butt. I'm gonna find their ghosts and I'm gonna kick their butt. I'm gonna find the ghosts and I'm gonna kick their butt. The one party he's allowed to relax at, and it's hijacked. He has complaints, he's just not voicing them outright. He's not saying anything. He just looks stone-faced and sour. Investigation is only a +1.
Pretty good for a -1.
And I'm still slightly better. We rolled each other's numbers, look!
We did!
So, as the two of you continue walking, you hear a humming that sounds much like the raspy voice that you had heard earlier, possessing Ollie. You also hear what sounds like a digging noise, and as you try to keep going down this hallway, you see a turn as you go down, and another turn in that goes left, and then you go left one more, and they're the same. Is that that's the bathroom from earlier.
Are we going in circles?
Roguefort is going to take a deep breath, and he's just going to sigh. It would appear we are. I am not used to being confused in directions. The Feywild tends to confuse visitors, but not the Fey that visit. This is not Fey magic, however.
Explains the bug.
What?
Seven doesn't say that in a judgy way, by the way. He's just like, oh yeah, that explains the bug. Just kind of says that out loud.
He's just glancing down with the curly mustache and the curly antenna, just slightly confused from everybody, doesn't question it. Like, he's got bug legs, he's got beetle wings, he's got antennae, like... Unless you thought he was one of those jiggly little fake bugs in the wooden boxes that just jiggles a bit when you open the lid.
Look, you never know with tunes. It's just as soon as he hears Faye, he's like, oh yeah, that explains like anything.
Maybe we should try walking backwards? And he's gonna start flying backwards without turning around. He doesn't even think about it. It's just like, yeah, no, if we're going in a circle, let's try going backwards. Let's see if that changes something. Whoop! Doesn't even wait for 7, unfortunately.
Alright, oh god, alright, so, 7. You see Roguefort, just I'm gonna fly backwards. Goes back into the black as they go. And then from behind you, as you look, you see Roguefort pop out of the left corner.
Whoa, hey dude.
Make, you know what? I kind of want an acrobatics check, dodge.
Sure.
Or a dex save, whichever's better.
Yes.
I'll roll the dex save as well.
I like acrobatics just because it's a +6.
Really? That's the second nat 1! That's the second nat 1! Are you good? Are you okay,
There's a
dude?
ghost in the house.
Roguefort, do you need to talk? Do you need to sit down with somebody and talk? Are you not having a good time, my boy?
So, 7, you just step to the side, and Roguefort just gets, just as they're going backwards, oh hey, you passed 7 again.
Splats into the wall, slides down, undignified, looking none too pleased.
Hey buddy, you okay?
I'm not even gonna roll him deception, he can't lie about it. It's fine.
There am I.
It's fine, I'll drink it off later. And he just crumbly gets back up to his feet, straightens his back out with a few little bug-like snaps, pops his wings and shell back so that they're, appropriately set. Looks around. We were by a bathroom, right?
One of the bathroom doors that you recognize that you've passed earlier, yes.
Is there anything different about the inside if we peek in?
Oh, well, you haven't yet.
Can I peek in?
You open the door, and you see it looks very different than the bathrooms at the manor or any kind of Ollie's aesthetic at all.
Oh yeah, usually Ollie's bathrooms are clean, very bright, It looks like it was pretty much like brand new built. He makes sure it's always clean, good to go. Yeah, no, this doesn't look a thing like that.
Yeah, this is.
What is it?
It's very dirty. Like,
Dingy.
yeah.
If I had to describe it with one word, it's dingy. Dim.
There's somehow rust from the rim of the mirror has seeped into the reflective surface, so it looks like there's like a vein of red, translucent red and orange going
Oh.
into the mirror.
So, I assume Roguefort has at least cracked open the door enough that Seven can see that. Seven, you can decide whatever you want with the bathroom. Roguefort is going to let you hold the door, and he's going to back away from the door.
Oh, Seven's going inside.
Okay, neat, cool. Roguefort is going to follow to make sure Seven doesn't get killed. He was about to try and look to see if there was a window in the hall he could just fly out of instead, but sure, bathroom. Okay, he's flying after you in the bathroom to make sure you don't die.
Listen, it's a haunted bathroom, and Seven's like, he's an adventurer and he should know better, but that's it. He should know better.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained?
Still
Question
has the sword drawn, but I do want to say, not to the host, but to something else, there is just that telepathic message of, I don't know how you find any of this entertaining. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner I'm going to kick their... And obviously a word we can't say on the network.
Yeah, it just gets bleeped out. That's fine.
Yeah,
But we're in the bathroom now.
Yeah, there is a large, dirty porcelain tub.
Please don't say there's a fetus in the sink, or I will.
I was gonna
I refuse to say that there's a fetus in the sink. Talist, I will throttle you.
It's like this.
That would be going up. I don't think we're gonna have that inside Ollie's Manor. I don't think you would own that.
No.
This is very,
Oh.
very dirty. And if you would like, you could make an investigation check.
Roguefort's gonna clean off his little claws and feet first, though, because ew, disgusting, gross, ew, disgusting, gross. In the way that a bug would clean their legs off, you can see him actually, like... Seven, you can investigate first. He is literally just, like, picking up his little... He's picking up his little claws, using his little feet, he's literally just trying to fucking clean them. In the way that bugs do.
Seven kind of rolls an eye like at that, but he's gonna investigate. I don't know how well. So about that.
Okay.
He sighs, stops cleaning, and now I'm gonna roll investigation.
Look, Seven's still got the pretzels in him. He's, that clouded his judgment.
19!
Okay, so first let us stick with 7 for a second here. So 7. As
Yes?
Roguefort is looking around looking for things, you decided to look through at the mirror, like see if there's anything you can find there. And you look into this mirror. You see like the rust spot, and then you see your reflection go over and touch your head where the rust spot would have touched, and then just drag. The mirror drags a hand down the rust spot, and it just starts rusting over your own head. As I need a wisdom save.
Oh, yeah.
What save?
Wisdom save.
Oh.
Oh, that would absolutely freak the fuck out, freak the hell out of Seven.
It's okay, we can swear here.
Okay.
I mean, the tunes can't, but we can.
Yeah.
And then there's Mad Lad saying fuck like once.
He's allowed to say it once.
As a treat.
After that point, he has to fill out a swear jar.
With a 19, very good. You snap back to reality. Well, as much reality as this is. Just like there shivers down your spine. As Roguefort is kind of getting around to the mirror area. Assumedly, they were looking in the opposite direction at the travesty and atrocity that was the bath. This bathroom doesn't even have toilet. No, like it's just a tub and a mirror. As the two of you focus in, there's a dark hole that looked like a shadow in the corner of the room.
My sword is still out, but I'm going to cautiously approach the dark shadow, sword drawn and pointed.
It looks like a dirty, like, tunnel dug by some sort of animal.
He's used to tunnels. Would it be a nature check to figure out what godforsaken abomination animal made this?
I'm going to say, with as much experience as you have no clue.
Ah, cool. So he's going to glance back to 7, and he's going to glance back to the hole, and he's going to glance back to 7, and he is going to take a deep breath. Telepathic message once again to nobody in particular. Glances at Ike. Just. If I hear you laugh at me even once, I'm going to put you in the stupid-looking sheath. I want this to be known. I want this to be clear.
You get clear silence from that.
just the thought of if you giggle at me once, you are going in the goofy sheath instead of your normal one.
I mean, well, you do hear a different voice, however. It's like a typical ghost whisper from your ear. Basically saying, hurry back.
Take a deep breath. And even though it doesn't look like he has a mouth, again, he's got the mannequin-like face. He's built like a dinner critter. Humanoid, essentially. Red licorice, mannequin-like skin, googly eyes, no mouth. A bridge of his nose, that's about it. He sort of he sheathes the sword, and he's going to see if he can get down and see if he'd be able to fit in the tunnel.
It seems just large enough.
Cool, and he's
that
size
you could
small.
probably crawl in on your hands and knees.
Well, how is 7 doing?
Not great, not great. He's legitimately a little freaked out by that. Yeah.
Yeah, but poor Roguefort cannot read the room.
He's kind of got his hand like clutched to his turtleneck body thing. It's both his shirt and his body. Yeah, he kind of looks down and is like, "So you planning on going in the hole?"
Wait, if you would retrieve the rope from my personal effects. And he sort of shuffles himself a bit so his cloak falls over a bit, and you can see the bag at his side. You could tie it around my waist in case something tries to get me.
7 waits for a sec because he's genuinely not sure what to do in this situation, but can't hurt, and then just kind of goes with it, adds his own rope to the mix so it's a longer rope.
And once he's sure that it's tied around, he even tugs at his waist to be sure. He's gonna, start crawling down the tunnel.
Okay.
Like a subterranean bug instead of a proper air bug.
As you make your way down, slowly crawl down this tunnel.
This was such a nice costume. This was such a nice costume. This was such a nice costume. This was such a nice costume.
You can wash it.
He's muttering that. He does not answer. He is just muttering himself. This was nice. This was nice. This was clean. This was nice. This was nice. This was fun. This was nice.
Roguefort, you hear a voice that you know where it's coming from. It's in your head, This voice is just going, well, it could have been worse.
He stops crawling for a minute.
Okay,
it could have been much, much worse. Now keep crawling.
Yeah. At that point, I think the small bit of noise you hear from behind you disappears. And you try to look back, and there's nothing but dirt.
Hey, does 7 still have my rope just in case? Or did the rope somehow disappear?
7?
Yeah. 7's holding. Go ahead.
No, there's a rope. From what I heard, I believe, there's a rope tied to Roguefort. The line goes from like slowly moving forward at a taut speed to stopping, but is still taut.
Roguefort's just glancing around momentarily, but sure.
And mostly because so we need to save up time, because we still have one little encounter we would like to finish off with. I'm gonna say, as this is happening, there is a skeletal hand that just pops right in front of you, Roguefort. And it grabs onto you, and it begins to pull you through this dirt.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Which means at the exact same time, Seven is also being dragged in.
Oh, I had a different idea for Seven. I had a different idea for Seven.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
As Roguefort gets dragged into the dirt, down into the dirt. Seven, you feel no movement on the rope, but you hear a very not very familiar, a familiar, short-term familiar voice coming from the mirror that just says, "I'm quite sorry about this. Quite last minute for our productions, but we do is what we have." As the face of Brain, why do you forget
Mr.
name?
Caplugage.
Yeah, Theodore.
He's got a very fancy name.
Yeah, Theodore Caplugage appears within the mirror. Where your like reflection would be.
Someone's like holding onto the rope and staring at this mirror going, "What do you mean?"
I assume Seven feels the rope is slowly being dragged forward.
No,
yeah, he's totally fighting it.
Not at all.
Oh dear, oh good, oh great. Roguefort's just fighting a skeletal hand and being buried in the dirt alone. Good.
Okay, in that case, it just said him and goes, "Okay, I've had 2 people disappear on me. Could you just..." And he like does the like move it along motion with his hand, and he's like, "If you're gonna drag me through a mirror or something, just do it, please."
Frankly, I have a spirit-splitting headache dealing with some pests back home. So sure, you'll probably want to just leave the rope. It's not useful right at the moment.
Roguefort being dragged to the dirt with like
It's like we'll be real here. Let's just get it on with.
Yeah, he's...
As a snap of the fingers happens, and the door to the bathroom opens, and it's outside. And you see Ollie digging a hole and what looks to be right outside of the manor.
Well, you see it through a window, because we are still inside.
I was gonna be like, did the bathroom open right outside?
There's a good view.
Roguefort's being dragged to the dirt. Where does he go?
I feel bad. Seven just got to walk out.
Essentially, at this point,
yeah.
Everyone seems to be ending up in the same place again. Roguefort, you have been through this dirt for at least a couple minutes. It's kind of gross, not gonna lie.
He's probably
this is probably less than preferred, considering you had a really good costume. You don't want to ruin this. That's the last thing you want for the night.
Oh, is he being dragged like into the dirt, or is he being dragged just through the tunnel?
A bit of both.
Oh, well, if it's through the dirt, he's starting to suffocate. He doesn't have a comm modifier, so he's starting to suffocate and take physical damage.
Well, the good thing is because this is Toon logic, you're okay. You feel like you're about to suffocate, but by the time you actually can breathe again, you're out of it, finally. You stumble back through the front door, and you're back in the foyer.
Presumably covered in dirt, in costume. Nice, lovingly crafted costume, completely ruined, assumably.
Pretty much, yeah. And in front of you seems to be, my lad and Azure.
If it sucks, hit the bricks. Real winners quit.
Real winners quit.
On that note, eventually Seven does find his way back into the foyer, I would presume.
I was gonna say, once you leave the bathroom, you just end up in the foyer.
He
You're
looks
just like, this
visibly
house layout is
shaken.
terrible.
Roguefort just has a look of stone-faced murder. It is just stone-faced murder. You could probably see almost tiny cartoon red pinpricks in the middle of his beady, just googly eyes. Just quiet look of, I'm going to kill them again.
Mad Lad.
So how was your trip?
How do you kill a ghost a second time?
Yeah.
You can hear the stone grinding as Roguefort's head turns towards Seven.
He's very polite to me, and I don't know why.
Nice to hear. He's gonna shake and that gets most of the dirt off, but it doesn't get it off the costume, unfortunately.
Can you... Would it be too much to... Okay, no. Seven's just gonna slap him on the back, perhaps a bit too hard, and, like, try to, like, help.
Other than the dirt, are you two okay?
I am going to kill those two! I'm fine. Why do you ask, monsieur?
I mean, glad to hear we're both on the same page.
How's Azure handling this?
Yes, I also want to kill them.
Killing's a bit too much, but I would
Everyone's
like
on the
them
same
to
page,
go
then.
away.
If they could leave and hijack a different party, that would be preferred. But now at this point, I want them to leave with things sticking out of their back. And he just gets himself up and he tries to shake more of the dirt off, but it's slapping the back of it. Slapping his back probably just hurt the spot that already hit the wall earlier.
Oh, no.
Remember, he smacked into the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So as
I'm
you
sorry.
guys are talking amongst yourselves, you also glance back up at the top of those stairs once again. Yeah, there's Thad and Ollie again, but this time there's someone else holding on each shoulder of them.
Oh, joy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, this isn't good.
I hope you've all been enjoying the party.
Oh, it's this one.
Roguefort mentally just taking a deep breath. I need to make him a roll as to whether he's just gonna try and fucking kill them or not. I need to make him a roll real quick.
Alright, go ahead.
Not even thinking of introductions, just like, it's just the thought of, am I going to let someone else make a villainous speech, or am I going to kick whoever they are in the goddamn... No, not D20, not D10, D20, not D120, D20. Thank you, keyboard.
D120, let's go. No.
So firstly, would you like to describe whatever or whoever is holding them, just for a quick moment, before Roguefort decides to take his anger out on something?
This lady that is currently holding the two of them by the shoulders is wearing a wedding gown.
Oh no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's got her hair nicely done up. She looks a little tattered up, though. Definitely has seen better days. And, yeah, she's got quite the smirk. Quite the smirk on her face right now.
Yeah, that's who I thought. That's who I thought.
Oh, this is...
Hi.
So, above board, I may not be in the loop. Is this an NPC I should recognize?
Yeah.
To Roguefort, you would not know it. You may have heard a little bit about it, but not enough to properly know who this is.
Neat. Cool, so he just sees another ghost to stab, correct?
At least in his view, yeah.
And not sitting in anybody? Not sitting in anybody that needs to be, like, protected or anything? Just out in the open, ready to be stabbed?
Well, I mean, there is, like, Thad and Ollie still there. You know, that's still them. They just aren't in control currently.
That's what Ake, you posted that in the roll zone.
Hmm?
You posted that in the roll zone.
Yeah, no, that's intentional.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know.
So, here's the thing. Is the ghost with the dress sitting in any of them, or is this someone in view to be stabbed?
Oh no. She is just straight up a ghost with 2 hands just sitting on each of those 2 bodies in front of her.
Cool. Above board, I apologize in advance. Roguefort failed his intelligence save. He's tired. He's dirty. He's upset.
Oh no, this is perfect because we are near the end. So let's do a speed run of rolling for initiative.
Yeah, no, immediately he's gonna go stab her. Immediately. Taking his anger out. Yep, this is happening.
Let's roll initiative. Let's go.
Yeah. Mad Lad is just...
We ain't got no time to lose. We got a good couple of minutes. Let's go.
Oh, that's a 23.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, she ain't like the other 2. This woman gives off bad vibes. I know who she is. Out of character. I'm just like...
I mean, you can ask her questions while you're trying to fight her.
No, Mad Lad probably maybe will, but I know who she is out of character.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But in character, definitely you can ask questions.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You can just try to smack her.
Also,
try to ask some questions at the same time.
Hi, Whis. Welcome to the party.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, Whis.
Surprise! There's NPCs.
Yeah, we just get to say hi to the voice actors before the fight continues.
Yeah.
Hi.
Just a very small out of character moment. You're still the characters, but you're just like, oh, hi! Anyway.
If somehow he gets damaged by one of those ghosts and they procced something, it's gonna be very fitting. I can't say how it's gonna be fitting.
Oh, yes, and we'll need the ghost to do initiative as well.
Oh.
We're just gonna keep the one ghost for now, just to save time. But otherwise, I definitely would have said it would have been all 3 of them.
Hey, above board, can I add Oogie real quick?
I mean, yeah, if you want.
Yeah, can I just tell Oogie who we're about to kick the butt of real quick?
Yeah, you're fine. You don't need to ask me.
Alright.
Do you want me to roll initiative for her separate?
Yeah, everybody else got their initiative already rolled. We just need hers.
Yeah, and I'm writing the initiative down, by the way, so I know what order of turns the player's going.
Hey!
Alrighty. We need Avery in here, don't we?
Also, I do appreciate you going all out on this. Even though Roguefort is not enjoying his fun little party, having a not great time, I am enjoying it immensely. I want this to be I am enjoying it immensely. Also, I'm just typing the ghost's name as fucker in initiative. I just want this to be clear.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Honestly, that's fair.
So, let's see.
It's like, do you want her name?
I mean, I could, but saying she's just fucker is funnier. I could also put
Well,
her
I guess you'll figure that out along the fight, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so Outland is top of the initiative, then it's gonna be me, then it's Dark, then it's Bastard herself, and then Bobbins. So Mad Lad, top of the initiative order.
Yeah. Mad Lad probably has a similar idea of, yeah, let's kick this woman, this ghost lady's butt. But he probably sensed the vibe that this has changed. He's like, damn it, I just had the line in my head for a second. You seem different than the others. Who are you?
Why, there's more than one host to this party. This is my home. I've got every right to be here.
No, this is Ollie's home.
Is that so? Not anymore.
Alright. You asked for this then. As he's then gonna fire a shot.
Oh my god.
Let's see. With his...
Yeah, let's see how that goes against the ghost. Let's see what happens real quick.
Yeah, roll
Speedrun
a pistol. I know how this is probably gonna go, but he's gonna roll anyways. Oh!
Oh, Mad Lad, honey.
Honey. Oh, actually, above board, Would it be alright if I brought out the fun little crit table that I sometimes use, or no? If not, that's okay.
I think for simplicity and to keep things quick, we'll keep it as a no.
Okay.
Alright.
Sometimes the table leaves scars, but, you know. We can just say if anything scars in this fight, it's fine.
Alright, so that was a nat 1. Are we doing nat 1s is just a crit fail, or are we still looking at the total on the die?
I think that'll be like a... I would say the total.
Total on the die? Alrighty. Guess what? Meets it, beats it.
Ah! Yes.
Oh, her AC's 11. Oh, delightful.
Alright. Let's see. Let's see then. That would be... Roll... let's see. 1d10 plus 5. And this is just his first attack. That's 9, but does it actually do anything?
Doesn't. That is which variety of damage? Piercing?
Yes.
Okay. That does... Well, you could see the bullet go through her, and she makes a very uninterested sort of noise.
You remind me of a mosquito, little dear. Such a tiny little nibble. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, Mad Lad is gonna take that second attack. He's trying... He really does not like her. Like...
I mean, who does?
Yep, that'll hit.
Yeah. That was actually not bad on the die. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Trying to look for appropriate fight music to listen to in the background.
Alright, cool. Yep, the bullet goes through again, and she kind of, like, rubs at her shoulder as if you'd kind of hit her a little bit hard, but she seems fine.
That just grits his teeth. He just now looks mad, but unfortunately he can't do anything else. What do we do, Roguefort?
Well, I assume that would be Roguefort's turn?
Yep.
Cool, we're gonna stab her with the fun magic sword. So,
Alrighty.
give me just a minute, I need to check something real quick. Yeah, cool. Bonus action, by the way, Hunter's marking it. So, give me just a minute. Roll zone. First attack. 1d20 plus... Okay, this is the rapier, so it's a plus 8. So...
You take her out before...
There we go! 21! So that's gonna be 1d8 plus 4 plus... Give me a second. Give me a second. Well, roll 20 gave me a nat 20, but I just clicked on that for damage. Thank you. Hang on, I have to... The damage on this sheet is a little funky. Hang on, dex proficiency. Damage, 1d8 plus dex. Yeah. So 1d8 plus 4, and then it's plus a d6. So 1d8 plus 4 plus d6. So that is 11 grand total magical piercing.
Alrighty. That one definitely leaves a little bit more of a mark on her. Like cuts through her dress where you stab her, and she's not particularly pleased about that.
Yeah.
How dare you?
You ruined my costume. Only fair I get to ruin yours, mademoiselle. We're gonna attack again!
Let's go. Let's see what happens.
If this one happens to hit, we're gonna have the Sword Keeper magic kick in. 13?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so first thing, 1d8 plus 4 plus 1d6.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Firstly, 13 damage this time. And we are going to have the Gathered Swarm. So you need to, yeah, we're gonna give you another 1d6 extra piercing damage from the swarm, as suddenly from under Roguefort's cloak, as he goes to stab again, you are swarmed by what appear to be a lot of crystal rock candy dragonflies? Huh, funky.
Okay, are those specifically magic, those ones in their effect, or no?
The swarm is an ethereal swarm. It doesn't mention whether their attacks are magical or non-magical. They are just intangible nature spirits.
Let me read my notes.
The attack's target takes 1d6 piercing damage from the swarm. It doesn't mention
Okie
anything
dokie.
if it's magical or non-magical.
Alrighty.
It's just a little extra damage. But, so that is the second attack, and I believe that is it for the turn. He is staying directly within range. And he's doing at least better fighting the bride than he is doing fighting Mad Lad, because he couldn't hit Mad Lad to save his skin. So, Mad Lad, you don't get an answer. You just get him taunting the ghost and stabbing her.
I mean, he does learn something. Magical weapons do something against her.
Yeah, because, look, she's ruined his nice costume, and he may have backups, but, like, he liked this one. He liked dressing as Lady Eboshi. Why would you get it dirty? He doesn't have prestidigitation. Rude. Also, you're threatening his employers, and that's also a no-go. Kind of Fey rules. Anyway, that's his turn. So next up on the list would be Dark.
Alright, yeah, so she's going to attack with a pistol. That's it.
Also above board, I'm delighted that we get a hand in beating up the bride.
Yeah.
Well, as they say, here comes the bride.
Forgot what the thing is for connecting attack. It's a d20 plus what?
It's a d20 plus your proficiency modifier if you're proficient in the weapon, and
Dex or strength. Yeah. With a ranged weapon like a gun, it would be Dex.
In this case, since you are a fighter, I'm just checking your sheet for a moment.
You're fine.
Let's see, where
I'm also double checking that I'm reading the rapier's damage correctly, because okay, damage type plus 4. Yeah, I'm correct on his weapons. Yeah.
So that'd be a 3 on proficiency, and a 3 on dex, right? Am I reading that right?
Yeah. So you would have the attack plus 6. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
And you would only add your, I believe, proficiency to the damage afterward. It would not be stacked up on anything else.
So, like, for the connecting attack, it's just the dex, right?
For the connecting attack, if you are attacking, it is 1d20 plus your proficiency plus your dex.
Okay, so 6, and then for just the attack damage, it's the proficiency. Okay. That's a 14. Does that connect?
That will connect, yes.
Okay, so that is a...
So with my dexterity weapons, it rolls the 1d8 or 1d4 plus 4, which is my dex modifier. So it might actually just add your dex or strength mod to the damage. I'm sorry. I wish I could be more assistance.
It's alright.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
I let Roll20 do the numbers for me. I
mean,
no.
I mean, listen, do you think any of us know how to do heckin' math?
Why Gamble does that for me?
I have 2 calculators open at the moment. Dark, is that, what type of damage is that?
That is piercing.
Okie dokie.
Firearms ranged pistol.
Yep, alright, cool, thank you. She is not particularly pleased, I think. Is that all you're doing on your turn?
I do have a second attack that I am going to do.
Good gosh.
Yeah. Multi-attack, mother.
Yeah, yeah. 2 attacks.
These guys really went and saw this bride and went, yeah, no, we're not dealing with this tonight.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
The other two had a bit, but they had a bit before Roguefort got his costume dirty. If she has a bit, he's not listening to it at this point.
That's another 14. That's gonna hit.
Get the hood music.
Yeah.
It's stomping time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
At least we know she can be damaged with non-magical weapons, technically. It's just...
There's a 7. How about that?
Probably doesn't do
Always.
as much damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can I...
I think that's her turn next. I believe.
Yes, I believe so.
Alrighty. She is gonna go ahead and dive at Roguefort because
Good.
Yeah, you hurt her.
Good. Bring it on, lady. I almost swore, but bring it on, lady. Above board. Give it.
16.
I'm out of tab. That is 1 point above his AC, which is a solid 15. Yeah, that'll hit, and I'll need to roll a
Alright.
wisdom save after the fact.
Alrighty. Alright, splendid.
11 total damage. Okay, so
That is necrotic damage.
Yeah.
11 points of necrotic damage, and she goes,
I put too much in play to let you for me.
you cut out, but I'm gonna assume that was the spiritual connection above board.
Yeah.
oh, good grief.
It's fine. It's just how she is. Don't worry about it.
First thing, I have to roll
fits.
a wisdom save, so that's a D2. I've calculated the damage, and that attack did significantly hurt him, actually. That took away a third of his health, unfortunately. Which makes sense that the 10 fails. Hey, Ike, who's in charge now?
Who's in charge now? Oh my goodness. My
Yeah,
brain
and-
blanked.
Okay, let me pull up the description again, just as a slight debrief, because now it's time for me to reveal what his sword is, since nobody else here quite knows. Though, I don't
My
know
brain
a lot of
blanked
the
because
info.
some of the info I've forgotten to save, so I don't have all the info that you've given
Yeah.
me.
Technically...
You told me to type it to you so you could save it, honey.
I know, and I saved some of it, but most of it was a tuning, and I don't.
It's
personality and stuff. It wasn't.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's
give
a
me
lot of stuff, my guy.
It's
It's
okay.
okay. It's okay. Where in the world is items? Here we go. Okay, so allow me to pull up the Rapier of Vengeance.
Yep. I remember that.
So, the Rapier of the Rapier of Vengeance, wow, is a magical item that is cursed by being possessed by a vengeful spirit. As long as we're not reading all of it, but in addition, while the sword is on your person, you must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom save whenever you take damage in combat. On a failed save, you must attack the creature that damaged you until you drop to 0 hit points, or it does, or until you can't reach the creature and make a melee attack, which essentially is, yeah, you get possessed! Fun! So, who's the lovely neutral good fella that the others are gonna meet?
Again, like, I know we talked about it, but I don't have that stuff written down, which is the really tough part. Might be. Because more so the personality stuff you just told me in chat, not so much in our actual DMs. And I'm not sure where to find it.
I'm gonna cut in here because I can make this a little bit easier because Leona does actually have a second action to do.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Do me a charisma save, please, Roguefort.
Delightful. Oh, joy.
Also, Mikey, I'm so sorry. Like, I know I'm trying to keep the information, but like, there was a lot, and I don't remember saving the personality and the actual character of this.
I thought you had it pinned in our DMs chat, because
I got the attunement pinned, not so much the others.
Okay, give me just a minute. Charisma is...
That's why I'm like, oh dear lord, I don't know what to say, so I'm so sorry.
So, you had to pick a stat. Congratulations. And that's an 18! Somehow his worst stat rolls phenomenally well.
Oh, okay, fantastic. All right. So, what does it say on a 16?
You're okay, Ike. You're okay.
Doodly 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 doo. Oh, okay, fair. All right. So, that didn't make anything. Unfortunately, so she just sort of dives at you, and you can kind of feel her sort of trying to yank on your arms from the inside, but then she kind of
Ugh.
just pops out behind you. So whatever she was trying to do, it didn't work.
Wonderful. He's not going to have any reaction to that, and Ike, I did make a point toward it in DMs, but it was mostly up to you. So it's the power of improv in your case.
Oh my god. Ah! Look, it kind of blended in with all the other information.
It's okay. Again, you're okay.
But I feel bad I didn't have that better planned ahead of time.
You're
No
okay.
worries.
Just neutral, good sailor that likes to instill confidence. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one that has at least a bit of a sense of humor, so understands how other ghosts act.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well that's Leo to done. So I think it's Seven's turn next.
Yeah.
It is in fact Seven's turn.
Okay, I had a really dumb idea that I really don't think is gonna work, so I'm not gonna go
Do
for
it? No. No idea is a bad idea.
So Seven recently got Snare,
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
and the whole idea was to use it like a lasso to catch the ghost.
Nice.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it.
So Seven takes out a little bit more rope and uses it to cast the spell, but the circle becomes a magic trap. So would he throw it like a frisbee? I don't think he could throw it. I think he could just set it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could do a toonish logic thing here and say it's technically a bit of both. There's like a
Okay, yeah, that would
frisbee,
be
it just lands perfectly on the ground, exactly where you want it to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I could aim for right in front of her or in the path that she's flying in. Yeah, traps have a lot, so I don't know, would I roll something to set it, or how would I go about this?
Hold on, I need to see the notes for it again. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you got your character sheet here. Hold on. If anybody else knows, you're welcome to help as well.
My brain is dying.
It is kind of a wall of text, but I do have the spell brought up, so I'll copy paste.
Snare.
There you go.
Just throttles.
Snare is a touch spell, though.
Oh my god. User up the this trap is nearly.
Yeah, so you specifically have to be touching her to get the spell off, but if you're willing to move over there.
I mean, she's stabbing me. You can go ahead and try.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, she's busy, so like you got the perfect opportunity to do this.
Yeah.
Placing a magic trap above his head as he like tries to swipe at this.
Roguefort's bleeding, honey. It's fine. Don't worry about him. He's been through worse.
Yeah, and Mad Lad does not have his potion anymore. Dang it.
They kind of, I feel like Seven looks at Roguefort kind of as he's being stabbed, and they kind of have a clown-to-clown communication moment before he goes for the trap.
Yeah.
You can just see the googly eyes that just jostled for a minute with being stabbed, just glance up, and just with Leona being so busy, one of them just dink winks. Clown-to-clown communication, googly eyes to googly eyes. Granted, he's still possessed, but still.
So how should I do this?
It's...
You could try and snag it behind her head like you're trying to use a butterfly net or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll roll something, or...
I mean, you could try it like a lasso, like a good old cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, try to round up the ghost. No problem.
True, close range lasso. because you gotta be in touch range.
So should I roll it like it's a lasso? Like look up a lasso board? Okay. Oh, I typed it Luso. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a Luso now. It's a Luso now. It says me. It says me, the DM. This is my game. This is how it's happening.
Yeah.
Look, if I'm
spelled it wrong twice.
If I'm condemned to call pitmasters pissmasters for the rest of my life, we can say lassos or lusos. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, we also got Jiggly Juice, so that's a thing.
Yeah, indeed.
Jiggly Juice! Hey, I'm so sad I didn't have Roguefort get that. I just knew he'd like root beer more.
Alright, come on. Quick game's a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah!
I'm trying to find the stat table, I'm sorry.
For a lasso.
It's like a good thing we got words. We can help.
No, I don't want a Ted Lasso D&D class. It's not what I want. That is really not what I want.
There's a class called Lasso?
No, somebody made a Ted Lasso fan class.
Oh
my god.
This says
maybe just roll it with your dexterity modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just do it with the dexterity, just to save time.
There is no actual stat block for using something like a lasso, so go nuts.
Really? That's honestly weird. Okay, what's my dex modifier? Okay. Let's see if this will work.
I mean, there's stat blocks for using nets, just not lassos.
Mm-mm.
Yes!
Yeah, that'll do it. Absolutely, that'll do it. So she is restrained now, is that
Yep,
what I'm
restrained.
understanding? Okay,
Upside
fantastic. Great. Are you doing anything else?
No, I think Seven just tries to basically dunk it on her.
Get done!
Yeah!
Alright. She makes a distinctly non-human screeching noise, and she turns her head to look at the possessed Thad and Ollie that are still standing at the top of the landing with her.
Well, don't just stand and do something. I didn't call you back.
Neat. Cool. Delightful. The old men are joining the fight.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what? It got cut off. What did you say?
I can't even shout into my mic. That Discord even good grief. Let me just.
Leona has to reread her script. Hang on. Take two. Click.
Take two. Don't just stand there, the both of you. If you're not going to do anything, you
It cut you
You
off.
may as well what?
Every single time.
You might as well be some use, I think.
Seven's raising up and down the trap, and it keeps like cutting her off.
I like that. You just keep on censoring her with the lasso. She's trying to read her script. Be nice. She's had a long time trying.
what you want if I don't get what I want.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
The truth come out. What is happening?
I'm still gonna focus on killing her. Roguefort could not care about the other two.
What? This was a union job. Our other mansion's getting fumigated. We were only here for like an hour or two.
Incompetent fools.
Read the contract, lady. It's all laid out there. It's why we hire a pit fiend as our contract man. They're very.
I mean, well, you can see that Daisy is a little busy at the moment.
Seven's like, yeah, fight the power. Fuck yeah, man.
And if you don't, you have to pay. I'm not letting all these little friends kill a second time. How dare you? How dare all of you?
Lady, I don't even know who you are.
And honestly, you tried to ruin the only party I've ever been genuinely invited to as a guest. I could really care less about what you think or the right you have to the house.
Yeah.
You're the asshole here.
Yeah.
You gave up the right of hospitality, therefore I have every right to kill you. So if you would excuse me.
Also,
There's
you
another
treat your
cigarette
workers
in Ollie's
terribly.
mouth.
Because
It's
Spiffy
about-
is also kind of AFK for Daisy. You can just hear in the distance, just like, workers, excuse me.
Yeah, my co-workers, getting the skeletons to move the stuff out. We had like, I don't know, 2 hours to do this job. Broadcast television. What can you do?
Aw, Whis has to drop out.
Yeah.
I believe on that note, you can do the final blow if you so choose.
Wait. She's not that close to death, is she?
No, she is.
Yeah, she is.
If it helps any, Wiz has been giving me the update for each little bit of the ride. In DMs.
I mean, it's... Okay, it's gonna be Mad Lad's turn then mine. Mad Lad, do you want to do the killing blow, or do you want Roguefort to do it?
I mean, Mad Lad is gonna try to do the killing blow. He's pissed.
Let's see you try.
I mean, you can be creative and you can do it as a team. You can get all 4 of you to do it together.
Oh!
'Cause I don't think I've seen Azure do much yet.
Yeah.
I attacked twice.
Who else dipped?
Spiffy did.
Ah.
Yeah,
Yes, Spiffy had some ill issues for a moment there, so I had to take in for them.
That's fair. Yeah, but...
Want to do a team kill?
Yeah, do a team kill.
Okay, cool.
Let's
so
get creative. You don't have to worry about stats, just get creative. What are you gonna do?
Well, okay, so she's been restrained by the spell Snare, so if she's restrained, all attacks have advantage. And...
This is basically me going, put stats out the window, just be creative of how you're gonna yeet this ghost out of here. Or if you decide to trap her into something, or who knows what, you can insult her out of here, you could do something, I don't know.
I mean, Mad Lad has a hand cannon. He will blow her out of here.
I mean, I was trying to say that even though I was mentioning the advantage, I wasn't actually going to calculate the advantage. But
Okay. I'm sorry.
Because again...
Usually when stats get brought up, I'm just like, oh...
No, again, he is still stabbed by a vengeful ghost that would rather see Leota permanently dead, so...
Mm-hmm.
The others can get their attacks in first, and Roguefort will be the last one to do the, down past 0, banish her wherever she came from bit.
Alright.
Oh yeah, because I mean, Roguefort also does have a certain ghost friend.
Yeah.
So...
So,
and so does Mad Lad, so...
Yeah.
You 3 go first. You 3 go first.
Alright. Since we'll do this in order. So Mad Lad is gonna rush up and actually hit his arm. Since we're gonna go with all out here, Mad Lad's arm. Mad Lad changes, like puts away his gun, and he charges at her. His arm starts to be covered in red veins as it transforms into a sword. Almost like one side of his face is like veins and red eyes as he just plunges his red sword arm into her. It's just like, and he just grins at her. It's just like, looks like I hit this time.
Okay, so that's you. And next we'll actually say Azure. What would you like?
Yeah, I was gonna say Azure would be the next one up, yeah.
Yeah. Azure doesn't really have... Sorry. Azure doesn't really have anything fancy, but... She is gonna, like, take a couple shots and then do the gun swirl thing and blow the top of the gun.
Nice.
Alright. We got a theme going on. Very good. Now 7. What are you gonna do?
Well, I think 7 is going to... Let's see. He's actually got a hand axe that I think would be a little easier to use right now.
Ooh, hand axe.
Nice.
Ooh, hand axe on the bride ghost. Please use the hand axe on the bride.
That's so thematically fitting.
Put it right between her shoulders.
Oh. I mean, he was already behind her.
Well, you can still do it.
Yeah.
You're just on the other side of this ghost lady.
I know, that's what I mean. That's just like, oh. Seven's just gonna be like, oh, this is gonna look terrible, but I mean, what else am I gonna do? And pulls out and just, kind of just lodges it.
Which leaves
And-
Roguefort last.
Ike, how would you say, in the fit of the Rapier's Vengeance Curse, a scale of 1 to 10, how violent should the last blow be?
I think considering that, like, this ghost of the sword understands that, like, these people are ones that you do care about.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that they've been possessing all this time, yeah, you still care about them deeply. Like, you know that Ollie and that are, well, harmless.
And they would probably just want to enjoy a nice date night before this night.
Exactly.
I say
like,
nothing.
you know enough to say you can put some trust into these people.
Mm-hmm.
And this ghost understands and respects that. Sure, he was also kind of laughing a little bit at some of the shenanigans from earlier, but at the very least, though, yeah, this ghost lady kind of deserves it. So, yeah, not going to be very merciful.
I'm gonna roll a 1d2. If it's 1, we're gonna go with the beheading. If it's a 2, we're gonna go the portrait route. Okay, portrait route. That's gonna be the sword directly through where the heart used to be. Call that a heartbreaker.
Ooh. Also in
But,
theme. This is incredibly in theme with what she's based on.
Yeah.
From there, you can definitely see that Leo's ghost is finally just like, it's definitely fading away, definitely dissipating. Yeah, she's finally gonna be gone for good this time.
Where is she? Dun dun dun.
Or is she? That is a question for another time.
If she comes back a third time, I'm going to put her in the ground a third time, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to sit on her grave and make sure she stays there.
Yeah.
That being said, the two ghosts that were also possessing that and Ollie finally released them from their little corruptible state.
I'd like to think that at this point in time, it's just the one tall ghost kind of marioneting the two because the other one had to help the backstage guys get everything out.
Perfect. Look, Daisy's got a lot on their hands. Okay.
There was a full piano that they had to pick up and move.
Well, yeah, they had to get a second piano into that room because having one physical piano just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
There was a little ghost named Hattie who was just like trying to help out, but like there's a lot. There's a lot, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hattie beloved.
Yeah.
TV production. It happens.
Yeah,
Anyways,
they're on a time crunch.
The one ghost just floats there, smoking a spectral cigarette. At this point, it's like there's no feeling anymore, is there? Licks it. Well, looks like we got the moving truck out. Good luck. If you ever need anything from us, don't ask.
Mad Lad gives a thumbs up. Will do.
Left
were
your person
chill.
in the yard. Don't worry, you'll need it later. And just floats away into the wind.
I love how at this point he just low-key sounds like Beetlejuice. I love it.
He kind of does.
There's probably multiple voice confusions because I also did a Beetlejuice joke in Halloween Town.
Like,
Very Beetlejuice vibes.
cartoon.
Love it. Perfect.
It happens when you smoke a pack a day.
Yeah. Alright.
On that note, well, you finally see Ollie shaking his head. The lights are finally turning back on into the whole house. The party seems to be okay. Everyone else seems to be safe and sound.
And I assume the blue
And mind
lights
you,
are-
there was... Well, I never did specify it, but while you guys were trying to go on this little chase with these other two ghosts that are taking the hosts of the whole thing, and, well, she who will not be named, but her name is indeed Leota, there was a lot of ghosts that were also crashing the party, and just kind of generally hanging out with the other EGAD members a little bit for a bit. They just wanted to have a good time.
I could assume it. I imagine the little blue ghostly light in Roguefort's eyes goes out as soon as Leota, promptly fucks off.
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. But at this point, most of the ghosts realize, okay, it's time to go. It's about time we leave. Leave them alone. We've been fooled. We've been played for fools by that other ghost lady. Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing Roguefort would like to do, since I assume we are out of initiative, he'd like to heal that little wound, even though the costume is now slashed, dirty, ruined. Oh god, why?
Oh yeah, no, you do that. You do that. And at the same time, you see Ollie finally shaking his head. He's finally getting out of it, and he just kind of pauses and just looks around at you guys confusedly. So does Thad. Thad just snaps out of it and is just like, "What the bloody hell happened?"
Well, there was a ghost bride that tried to take over the party. We got rid of her.
Sorry.
He just slowly nods. Okay.
Roguefort tries to seal the wound, but he only seals it partway, and then he just grumbles in Sylvan. Tries it again.
Ollie looks very confused, but he's kind of oddly relieved to see that everybody is okay. He pulls out his little notebook and goes, "Well, I don't know what happened, but I take the night's been going well."
Roguefort stares at Ollie in all his dirty, bloody costume glory.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of dirt.
That's a loaded question.
Taps his pen for a minute. Also a question?
No. I say Mad Lad's just like when he says it, he just looks at Ollie. He's like, "That's a loaded question."
He just gives a nod. Okay. He writes down, "Well, how about we get back to the party with everybody else and you can tell us all about it."
Roguefort glances down at his costume, takes a deep breath, and then he's just gonna hold up a one-moment claw. And he's going to he's not gonna fly off to the side. He's going to just walk off the screen for a moment. Let me put on the backup real quick. You hear a loud ripping sound, just a cartoon rip. There's a little bit more rustling, and he comes back out in what appears to be a fancy pirate captain costume.
Hey!
With a very big round eye patch for the googly eye.
Yeah!
Lovely.
That's a
the
good
costume. A little more on
costume.
display here.
Aww. Yeah, that's
I think on that note, everyone just begins heading back up to that top floor to see where everybody else has been up to, get returned to the fun, the music, the snacks, the drinks, the dancing, everything.
Yeah.
It's time to get back to a good night, like it should have been in the first place.
I just need to make one last roll and we're good. Because now that something sketchy did happen, unfortunately I have to roll for whether Roguefort lets down his guard again or stays paranoid the whole night. That's a wisdom save. Okay, cool. He learns to relax. He does not go back to paranoid hunter mode. We're good.
Yeah.
Hey. And on that note, that would be the end of the game.
All right. Yay. That was a good game.
I will admit, the two I'm quoting El Dorado here, like, the horse was a surprise, but the bride was
The horse is a surprise.
Yeah.
Just like, could you imagine we would go out like this? The bride was
a surprise.
Yeah.
Also, I guess I should say goodbye to the audio.
Yeah, bye.
For those listening in after the fact, thank you for listening and have a good time.
Bye.
Bye.